Yeah. We'll
Anyway,
retcon it if we have to.
yeah, I mean, not necessary really, but we jump back in directly where our party has left off after swapping boats, leaving Kingsley's boat and heading over to Ford and Jester's. The third boat still in dock, though they seem to be trusting their underlings with it for the moment. You guys were allowed on board, and the day was fairly early when you did so, as you had just come back after. Actually, no, I forget. You rested on the ship and wake up the next day, ready for combat, specifically William. But your night passed mostly uneventfully, except for that startling awakening for an unknown nightmare. And the day is yours, as you are on seemingly just another one of the Stone Throws Shipping Company's boats.
What? Okay, so what time is it right now?
Early morning, as
Like
you have
just straight
just
up in the
woken
morning?
up. Yeah, you startled awake, but the rest of them were awakened as normal.
Who else here?
What?
She's probably talking about thunder.
Oh,
Because is anyone else here?
so funny. What are you all doing
Probably that.
in this morning? Just standing around?
William runs out into the middle of the boat, looking around frantically with his sword out.
You do so, and
Is
you see an early morning Ford just kind of rubbing his eyes, standing at the wheel, looking down at you.
I just look into the sky to try to see anything?
Nothing.
I guess
Seemingly a cloudless
I
day
don't.
at the moment.
Do I feel anything?
Not particularly.
What? Dinner's ready.
Dang it!
Okay.
What are the rest of you doing then?
I wanna get up. So we slept like under the deck, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, you slept in a small, somewhat cramped cabin in below deck of the ship.
Okay. I wanna get up and go see what the fellas from the Mighty Nine are doing. Like I'm just gonna go up to the top deck, I guess.
You head up to the top deck and you see uh, Ford standing at the wheel, talking with what looks to be uh, a kind of race you don't see very often. He is a turtle, fairly old, uh, and he seems to be wearing a strange kind of bagpipe setup that leads out to the back of his shell, almost like his shell is part of this bagpipe setup he has. But they're just standing around talking, and Jester is nowhere to be seen at the moment. Kingsley, you can look across the port and see him doing similar to Ford, except on his own ship, and talking to a seemingly half elven or human compatriot.
I'm back.
Welcome.
What?
Okay.
Godwin followed you up to on top of deck, and was just looking at seeing what the fellows from the Mighty Nine were doing.
Yeah, what are they doing? Are they just waking up and
Yeah,
not doing anything?
Ford is talking to who you know is likely Orly on the wheel at the wheel, very old Orly, and Kingsley is talking to what looks to be a half elf human companion on his ship. But Jester's nowhere to be
Where's
seen at the moment.
I'm gonna ask. Is anyone else doing anything, or is it just me and Godwin?
You guys are the only ones that have done anything at the moment.
I'm gonna like see William up there. I'm gonna walk up to him. So, do you have any idea what these people plan to do with us?
You see him still for some reason trying to look up into the sky. His dull, usually his arms usually like a dull lightning color. You see a red, kind of like the same color as the rudest moon color of red on his arm. as he like looks like he's freaking out for a minute, not just paying attention to what you're saying at all.
Um, William. And Godwin's gonna go, kind of pat him on the shoulder.
He swings his sword right towards your torso and go, "What? What? What?"
Are you okay, man? What's going on?
I don't. Nimi, I've. So do I feel like I know I'm about to have a fight with Nimi or something, or do I just know I'm gonna have a fight with something?
You just feel like you just feel as if you woke up ready for a fight. No idea what it's about. You just woke up ready for combat.
So I didn't know it was for Nimi.
No.
I've,
Hey guys.
Yep.
My internet's being super spotty.
Okay.
Ow.
Hope it doesn't crash.
Yeah, we picked a really bad day to play. It's just storming.
If like more than one person does crash to power issues or internet issues, we should
We'll
just
probably
like
stop.
yeah, we'll just play another day.
You see like William's arms like shaking. He's like, I thought we was in battle. Sorry. And he puts his sword back and he's like, I thought something was going on. I need to check the ship.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Damien.
I was just saying, you go check this ship, and he goes back down through the ship, and he just kind of starts to look around. You see him like sprint off.
On this ship right now, can we see land, or are we like so far out we can't?
No, you guys are still in port. You guys haven't even pulled out of port at the moment.
Oh, okay.
You guys were staying here overnight, finishing up the loading process, and supposedly leaving early morning, noon about it, heading out to sea to unspecified location, at least to you.
Okay. I guess
William's gonna look through the entire ship, by the way.
Okay. You head around looking just in nooks and crannies, seeing if anyone's hiding. At one point, you are startled when you see a crew member seemingly hiding behind a crate, smoking something in a little pipe, and he like covers it up as you walk by. And you walk by again, see him going back to smoking. This time he doesn't notice you.
Can I see that a little bit? I need to calm down.
Suppose. Gonna pay for it?
You're funny. I got copper.
2 copper pieces.
Sure, why not?
And he hands you over a pipe and lets you hit it a few times. And you are soothed somewhat, though after a few moments, it almost amplifies your anxiety.
Oh no.
Make a constitution save.
Oh well, no.
I want to see if you get high.
Oh boy, having a high William again. You sure?
Poor William.
William is not talking to himself. I don't know what you're talking about, Willow.
I should probably open the chat so we can see what they're saying.
Oh,
Can't hear
apparently
anything.
you can't hear anyone except Damien.
That seems like a skill issue on your part.
She can't hear what you're saying.
Don't care.
There we go. I got
16 on the save.
16. Yeah, you're mostly okay. It has a mix between a soothing effect and then like it makes your heart beat faster and anxiety inducing, but it like
I don't have
alternates
a
in a jolting.
heartbeat.
It makes adrenaline pump through your still veins for a second, and then it'll go back to being soothing. It's a weird alternating experience.
Sure.
What are you smoking?
He just gives a little laugh and just goes, "Don't worry about it."
I kind of like it, I won't lie.
He puts his pipe. He like snuffs it out and puts the pipe back away. Best get back to work, won't we?
Yeah, alright, yeah, I need X-Men's off again, looking around still.
All right. Anyone else doing anything in particular as William is just frantically searching the ship?
I guess Yell is just helping.
Okay,
Just
you're
where
just
we,
wetting the masts and stuff.
yeah,
Kill,
being a good productive warrior with one hand.
Kill at this point is just actually finally waking up. Uh, he stretches out of like whatever cot or floor he had to sleep on. Uh, and we'll go up to the upper deck and just not really say anything. He'll just sit at like near the edge of the boat, just looking out at the waves, seeming to be lost in thought.
Anything else? Or do we begin our
I'm, I,
journey into the sea?
I guess I'm gonna be that annoying character this session, and I'm gonna walk over to Keel and be like, and just ah, Keel. Something's going on with William. Is it Willem or William?
William,
William Crawfish.
Okay. Something's
Power,
going on with William. We need to keep an eye out on him.
Damien's gone. I don't know. Damien's definitely gone.
my power,
Chase, thanks for the vote of confidence,
my
friend.
power
Although this is based on his
went
own
out
personal experiences here, and rattles off.
I do not understand a word Damien's saying.
again.
Can any of you?
his
What?
power went out again. This is all I can hear.
Bro,
Okay,
why do I hear screeching in the background?
that's probably from my toddler. Okay,
Hi,
hi, welcome.
my
Okay,
power went.
yeah, we heard.
My power went out.
He's
I'm
just
using my phone
repeating
now.
it. He's just repeating
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
My
It's a
power went
broken
out. My
rec-
power went out. My power went out. My power went.
he's a broken SOS message. Okay, Kill will look over to Godwin. It's like,
Go catch him. He just walked out. Go, run. Well, if he was wanting to go get him,
well,
go get him.
Chase, could you?
What?
All right. If you're talking to someone, just mute your mic for a bit, if you can.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we have a screaming baby in the background being tormented.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I can't help that because he's just constantly screaming.
It's okay,
Anyway.
bro.
New
My
parents
walls
and
are
all
thin.
that.
This crap. Well, his parents aren't even here. But
No, I'm
anyway.
talking about you. You're the new parent.
Oh no, I'm not the parent. I'm the uncle. In any case, Kill will look at Godwin. It's like, I mean, a lot of things are wrong with William. There's no surprise there.
Well, while that is true, something else seemed to be wrong with him today. He told me he thought we were in battle. I saw him. His arms were glowing red or something odd like that. And when I tapped him on his shoulder to bring him out of a daze, he drew a sword on me.
All right, I'll go see what's happening, if I can. To be fair, when I last saw William, he wasn't all electrified, but in any case, I shall go see what is up with him, and then Keel will try and find William somewhere on the ship.
I mean, you can find William. He's pacing the ship. Though William may or may not be able to respond, you can see the character William.
I'll try my best.
Okay, so Keel sees William. He kind of like thinks for a second. He pulls out his little quarterstaff, and then just like reaches out and just starts jabbing at William.
Poke.
Yeah, I'm
I
poking.
didn't hear half the thing you just said.
Okay. Keel just pulled out his quarterstaff and just started poking you from a distance.
What what is it? Uh,
You
I,
seem
f-
to be quite under stress. Is there something wrong, William?
I woke up I woke up sweating. I thought we was in combat. I don't know what's going on. I feel like I'm about to fight something, but I don't know what it is.
Well, I don't think we're fighting anything. I mean, it seems to be a pretty calm day. So
Yeah,
I
that's what
think you're just
scares me.
overreacting, friend.
I don't think this is overreacting. I feel it. I feel it in my. I feel it. I feel like we're gonna have something's happening.
William, you're being crazy. Now, I'm not sure what happened in the few years that we've last seen each other, but I do know that you are being very crazy right now. So, what I suggest, how about we go up deck and just look at the sea for a bit.
Okay. Okay.
Then Kill will get closer to William and just start patting his back, putting an arm around his shoulder, and just like start walking him up to the deck. At any point that if Keel sees Biel, Keel just kind of gives him the fucking side eye.
So as BL's doing his daily activities, and Keel is pacing around trying to keep William calm, they're just kind of like side eyeing each other. Uh, Several people catch on to this pretty quickly. It's not that hard, especially because everyone's busily working in the same confined space.
All right, so William, what do you see out there? You see a fight? Do you see anything dangerous?
No, I just see the sea.
And look at the sky. Do you see a single cloud?
No, it's actually a really nice day.
Exactly. Calm your mind, friend. Keel will kind of just like pat William's shoulder, and then go, and then just kind of like stay with him for a bit to make sure he doesn't do anything entirely crazy.
I need to apologize to Godwin. I should have not drawn my sword to him.
Fair enough. I mean, who knows if maybe if you don't apologize him, maybe it's another Nimmy incident.
I'm gonna go look for Godwin.
All right, have fun.
William will.
I was just kind of like chilling up there.
You see William walk up to you, sword not like appearing anymore. Godwin, I'm sorry for what I've done. I shouldn't have drawn the sword.
All is well. I figured something was troubling you.
There
There
is,
was no offense taken, my friend.
there is something going on. I feel like at any moment we'll be in a battle or something. And I kind of went
It
out of my
seems like
mind.
every day we are. Oh, sorry, man.
I said, I was out of my mind, and whenever you touched me, I felt like I was ready for combat. I don't know what I did. I didn't mean to do that.
Well, it seems that just about every day we are fighting for our lives now. So it is understandable.
That's been my life for about a year now, so kind of.
Well, it's certainly more excitement than I'm used to, being locked up in a cage as a slave.
May I ask how you got enslaved?
Um, well, it was by my own hubris, partially. My hunger for power, and I saw Rias as a sort of mentor, for he was the one who was teaching me, and I did sort of turn those teachings against him in hope of us escape. But I guess he deceived me, which is not normal for me. It is rather embarrassing to admit.
He's done that to me and my group for way too long. He's messed with our minds so many times, and half of it is our fault. We don't plan enough for him. He's always like 2 steps ahead of us.
Yes, well, I know Rias, and so maybe I can help that.
I think we need to keep going soon. I don't like being here.
Indeed. We should go find Kingsley.
He should be around here very close by, actually. We will try to find Kingsley, I guess.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys end up heading off of Ford's boat, walking just a few ships down on the port, and find your way over to Kingsley's ship. Uh, at this point, he has stepped away from the wheel, and it seems that half elf is manning it, while he is now seemingly just walking around, making sure the crew are doing what they're supposed to.
Ah, Kingsley, hold your hand.
He turns, just goes, not so old, but yeah.
By the way, sorry about the whole bringing 30 guards to your doorstep thing.
Yeah, I'm not fond of the police.
Neither am I, but I'm sure you can tell by that whole encounter. But um, I was curious about exactly where are we going and when are we leaving.
I follow Ford. I don't particularly care or know. I just know that the end of my journey, and this particular route, is back in Darktoe to reclaim my place.
Hmm. Gotcha. So that means to answer my question, I need to go hunt down Ford then.
You are on his ship. He is the captain of the entire company. I know we are stopping at Rubblecusp. Possibly something they called some sort of grave, and then over to Darktoe, for me at least.
Great.
I don't know.
I love this background music, by the way.
Yeah, it's not mine. Someone's adding atmosphere.
It's pretty nice, though. It kind of works with the scenery. We should have kind of asked for it first. That is kind of fair. I guess we'll
Yes.
go back.
Well, should we warn Kingsley about like your nightmare or whatever?
Do you think it's a good idea? It is just a feeling I have.
Um, Perhaps it would be better if we just kept it between us. No need to rile the men up.
Yeah. They'll probably just say I'm crazy, like how Amy Team said. It could be just this place. I've been here way too many times, and every time I've been here, something messed up has happened. Usually my fault, though.
Yeah, well, this is my first time there, and I managed to get arrested in around 1 day. So yeah, I'm about as eager as you are to get out of here.
Yeah, my first day here, I summoned a gigantic demon that killed a lot of people.
Not in this city.
It was in the city.
Nope. That's Port Damali.
I thought it was the menagerie.
It is the menagerie, but Port Damali is in the menagerie.
Oh, well, it's still in the menagerie city code, so I can still talk about it like I was here before.
I thought you meant specifically Nico Drunks.
No, whenever I was first in menagerie, I summoned a big demon that's killed a lot of people. Had to pay a big fine, which I did. Yeah, and a couple other times I've done some not so good stuff. So I say we get out of here.
I guess we're gonna go find Ford now.
Yep, we go back to
You
our ship.
walk back across the dock, a few ships down, find your way back to his boat. And at this point, you see him just like side eye glance at you and then go back to his work. Obviously, he's watching you in some capacity. The half orc man that is Ford, for some reason, wearing what looks to be a sizable hat, though he seems gruffed about it. And he just kind of keeps glancing at you, which you notice means he is somewhat watching you.
Uh, Ford?
Yep.
Or, we wanted to know when we're leaving and where we're going exactly.
Well, we're leaving, and this is meant to be a somewhat British accent. And Kingsley's is meant to be somewhat Irish. Don't know how to do any of these. Uh,
Don't even try jesters.
yeah, I tried to learn that one. It's even harder than the other two. Uh, we're leaving sometime, I would say, noon. Right now, about an hour from leaving. If I look at the sky.
About an hour. Okay. Where are we going again?
We're heading to Rumacusp first.
Uh,
Were you going to say something?
yeah. Sorry. Yeah. We asked Kingsley, and you said there, and then someplace called something grave.
The Diver's Grave.
Direwood's grave.
Sounds exciting.
Diver's Grave.
Diver's grave.
Yeah, we have a beast
Nice.
that may or may not have eluded us, and we also want you just to see part of the journey we went on.
Is that where we are ending our trip? Is it only those two places, or is like a
No, we're a shipping company, so we are heading after Diver's Grave to Dark Toe, back to Brokebank, and probably Port Damali is where you're exiting, if you exit.
Okay. I just wanted to know. Do you have anything to ask, Godwin?
No, not that I can think of. I believe you answered all the questions I had.
Why were you watching us, Ford?
You're strange people, untrustworthy people. You just brought the law toward our ships and our company. You had a dead man walking, and your combat style seems familiar. All things that piqued my interest. No ill intent meant, but you are very, very new and actively criminals that we are harboring.
Our combat, or like all of our combats are
Yours,
mine?
particularly.
How is it familiar?
No particular reason. Might talk about it later, but now that's not. Mixed company, you know. And he looks over just at a random crew member.
Okay. Where's Jester? I looked around the ship whenever I was looking around and never saw her.
They're gathering the others. Their ship is the one. Well, they're not gathering the others. They're more coordinating the others.
All right. We'll get back to over there with our crew. Thank you for your time. Like he nervously walks away.
As you guys exit, the final preparations begin and the sails lower. Finally pulling out of dock after a very awkward morning, you guys begin your long sea journey. This stage of the journey is not that extremely long, being only a few weeks at most. The seas this close to the shore of the menagerie are fairly calm, though getting closer to Rumblecusp, you do see what looks to be a heavily steaming volcanic mountain, alongside a dense jungle forest. There is only one docking position, and it is not to a town. It is a random dock that has seemingly no other buildings connected to it, and is just out there. Though that doesn't seem to dissuade any particular ship from getting there, as Ford quickly pulls in and you hear lightning thunder yet again as Kingsley and Jester teleport towards your ship, likely using Dimension Door to several times to close the distance. As your ship pulls in, and they begin to undock and load resources and supplies onto several wagons that they seem to assemble from parts of supplies that they were shipping. They seem to be busily working to go somewhere, though all you see is dense jungle and what looks to be a very dangerous mountain nearby. Guys doing anything particular as you guys are being stalked up and led with the entire crew, or most of the crew in tow, deeper into the jungles?
We headed towards the volcano, or we're just going through the jungle?
Real close. Real close. You're like maybe veering from what your perspective is 10 degrees to the right of the volcano, deeper into the island. Though at any point that could just be a choice of terrain till you get up to the volcano. Very, very close to the volcano, though. You're not sure exactly where you're being led.
I'll just follow behind, still being cautious around.
I wanna kind of like follow at the very front. And who's leading us again?
It seems that the one leading you is a strange dark elf figure you didn't really recognize before. He wasn't really seemingly a part of the crew that you recognized. Maybe he was on one of the other ships. Probably Jesters, if none of the others. This dark elf figure with fine, obviously Jorhassian styled clothing, which is kind of surprising. But obviously Jorhassian styled clothing, though he seems to walk with a gait of a more middle-aged man, and being a dark elf is kind of obviously a very old fellow. And his hair seems to be a weird mix of streaks of bright orange and a silvery white, about shoulder length hair. That seems to be pulled up in a ponytail or like a man bun. And he seems to be casting spells, filling out which direction to go, and heading deeper into the forest. And with a troop of this size, you're not really worried about any animal life. This seems to be a pretty safe journey because of how many people you are. No ambush predators ever going to attack a herd this big.
Okay. I wanna match gait with this guy, keep up with him, walk side by side, and I'm gonna look over to him and say, friend, what are we doing in this land?
And he says in what sounds like a thick German accent, Germanish, but also a obviously Jorhassian, like Russian kind of accent mixed in. The second part obviously learned, the first part more native to his tongue, the German. We are heading to a village constructed here on this island. These people, myself included, saved the folk of the village, all of which are some sort of were creature. Most of which are now. Used to be all of them. Now most of them. We saved them from what was posing as a fire god. It was a seemingly strong abyssal creature, mostly immune to fire.
I guess that matches the volcano fire aesthetic. So, is there anything we should keep an eye out for here?
Well, don't wander alone into the woods. If you do, displace a beast. Some plants hide in plain sight, look like the forest floor, and so they snatch up and eat you. We've been assured this path, the one I'm following, casting spells, is clear for the most part. At least recently, has been cleared. I mean, you can watch out not to piss off any of the werebears, and owlbears, and whatever they are. Depending on the person, they're different people, or different people have different lycanthropies. But just don't make them angry if you don't want to get hit real hard.
Indeed. Say, what would your name be, fellow?
My name is Caleb, and he holds out a hand to shake yours.
Godwin extends his gnarled purple hands and wraps it around Caleb's with a firm grip.
As he shakes your hand, he says, "But most people just call me the Spider nowadays. Like to keep a low profile."
Hmm. Uh, would you happen to be okay? How is he casting spells?
Obviously a wizard casting.
Oh, okay, okay. So, would you happen to be a wizard?
Yes. Been told a very powerful one, though lots of people oversell my abilities.
Well, then we have something in common. It's good to see another man of intellect around here, and a place so sparse of it.
That is fair. Another man of intellect is a appreciated sight. Maybe we can converse about any spells you may have an inkling to either create or modify. I am kind of proficient in some of it. Uh, Anything particular? Like, what type of magic do you pursue?
Um, well, I dabble in all kinds of magic, but it seems my calling is necromancy. If you cannot tell from the visage.
I mean, no offense. I was about to ask about that. Is that why you look the way you do? Your calling of magic.
Uh, I'm afraid so.
I do have one question. Most seemingly get lost in the lust for more. Why do you want to raise the dead? Why do you focus on necromancy of all the types of magic? Why that one, even though it's so physically demanding?
Well, you go to any evocation school, or abjuration, or even enchantment, you'll see that there are people there looking for power. Power is something that all magic users seek in some way or another. And sure, with abjuration, I could build an unbreakable shield, and with evocation, I can control the elements. But why control elements or shielding when I can control life itself?
But
For
you're
those
not
who have
controlling
control
life.
over.
You're controlling
Uh,
those who've already died. It's a major difference.
well, I am looking for a way to get there. I did obtain this visage from that the quest of mine, I suppose.
So, what is your ultimate goal? Is your ultimate goal to be able to kill people on a whim? Most wizards can do that. What What is the reason? You said, yes, you want to control life and death. You're not really controlling life and death. Is that what you want? To control life and death?
Yes, I suppose that is my driving force at the moment.
To be more powerful than others?
Not exactly more powerful than others, just to never be weak again.
What is the extent you're willing to go to never be weak again? When you're dying on your deathbed, 100 years from now, depending on how long you live, if you're lucky, what would you do to not be weak in those moments? Everyone is weak when they're dying.
Well, I suppose I would go to any length, even if it cost me my soul.
And what about the soul of others? Even if you
Depends.
deemed them lesser, would you do it? The curse all wizards have to restrain themselves from, some way.
Well, I'm not going to lie to you, Caleb. If it came down to it, I do not hardly see why not.
He takes a deep breath. I was afraid that would be your answer. Either way, it is nice to meet a man of fellow intelligence. Even if you're seemingly down a different path. I have one final question, though. Why? Do you
Willow, we
want
can
to
hear
be...
whatever you're doing.
Yeah, we can hear someone playing Stardew Valley or something.
I don't know what that is.
Coco Melon!
Why do you fear being weak, even in your dying moments when, at that point, nothing could be happening any worse than is already happening to you? Why do you fear being that weak? What is the reasoning behind your endless pursuit for more power and endless power?
Because I was weak once, and I lost everything for it. I have spent much of my life as a slave, and I do not want to be in that position again.
If you are a slave, how are you so skilled in the arts?
Decepting a deceiver, I suppose.
No
The
slave I know of could have taught you your level of skill without immense rest. You also... I have an inkling. Seemingly have some sort of formal training, but not much. That or I'm wrong. What was the
at that
slave's
god,
name?
Rius.
I know no such name. And you said he taught you to your current skill level without risking his life? Every waking moment being near you?
And at that, Godwin sort of grins at Caleb. And if I told you yes, would you believe me?
Make a persuasion check. Actually, it's a deception. Make a deception check.
All right, here. I'm turning my camera on. Gonna move my orange juice out of the way. Sorry.
No, roll in the orange juice. It'll make it more intense. We cannot see that.
That's
Is it
an
like a 6 or a 9?
that's an 8.
An 8.
It's an 8. I
Uh,
don't know what my abyss is. One sec. Uh,
I guess I'll make me an
so
insight.
altogether, it's a 13 altogether.
I go get my dice real quick. They're in the living room. BRB.
even your iron eye says forsaken. It's forsaken
Yeah.
Ethan.
Shut up, bro. I'm drinking my orange juice. That made me sad. Ah, it's
Your,
cool.
your thirst for power.
What was it? You said 13?
Yeah.
He looks at you and just goes, it would be a hard push, but not so outlandish I couldn't ever believe it. Anyway, I gotta get back to meeting this troop. I suppose I may talk to you later. Though I don't personally agree with your choices.
Well, it would be my pleasure.
And he goes back to casting spells, and your troop makes its way further into the woods, unless anyone has anything else they would like to do during this time.
I walk up to Godwin because I've been listening to that conversation. And I'm like, I'm an intellect too.
You are what?
Why'd you ask it that way?
I'm
No,
an
because
intellect too.
I heard I'm an intellect too.
That's what he said.
Well, seeing how you posed that statement, I would be inclined to disagree with you.
Just because I don't say fancy words and I have a sword doesn't mean I'm not smart or intelligent. It just comes out more in fighting than magic. Like a reflex.
I wouldn't say you're the most intelligent man. Keel says that he kind of just like stares at BL.
Yes,
BL,
I would.
BL turns his head and looks at him, and he gets the eye to start glowing, and he's like, intelligence. Just giggles a
Indeed.
bit, just giggles a second, and looks up. And what was you saying, Godwin?
I would be. I'm sorry. I forget. Are you Orion in this one or BL?
BL.
BL. Oh
BL.
yeah. By the
Okay.
way,
Okay.
like I'm not kidding. BL has a 19 intelligence. He's not stupid.
Do we act like
Okay.
you do?
Okay.
Now wisdom, he's stupid. He's a 7 on wisdom, but he's
Ah, dang.
yeah. I rolled decent stats. Actually, pretty good ones for everything, but except for wisdom.
Yeah. Well, I may be inclined to agree with Keel. I have yet seen. I have not yet seen you disprove that statement, so I will allow you to surprise me.
BL pats him on the back and he just goes, Godwin, when I met you, I'll be honest, I didn't think much. But I think you could be quite the companion, quite the adventurer, the warrior.
Well, what are friends for?
BL pats him on the back one more time, giggles, and just gets on his merry way.
Keel,
Hey,
did you see that fucking idiot? No, I'm joking. I didn't say that.
what'd you say?
I said, Keel, did you see that fucking idiot?
Dude, no, be able to turn into a werebear and just chomp your nutsack off, bro.
You're far away. You're retarded.
You hear even farther away, you fuck pigs.
When has that ever happened?
It doesn't need to happen, it's still insulting.
I'll fuck you in a minute. Come over here.
Sorry.
Oh god.
Okay,
Right.
what's next, Trent?
All right. If you guys have nothing else to do, uh, you guys eventually make your way into what looks to be a fairly small village, maybe 500 people at most. Uh, the village, though, looks in a very strange manner, as most of it remains in a center, like the center of an open field area. Obviously, like a grove in the middle of this forest, with a small like lake of water around it that seems to be bubbling, but keeping a relatively clear appearance, if not perfectly safe to drink. Uh, the rest of the village, however, almost like a secondary segment, seemingly is just planted trees that they have grown here in the middle of this grove with houses sprawling up and down them. Each tree large enough to support up to 3 houses in some places. The second part of the village, the tree house segment, more or less, seemingly all interconnected. Pretty much any house can get to any other location in that little part of the like village in less than a few steps, as the bridges connect the probably 30 or so 30 or so trees supporting 2 to 3 houses apiece, all connected with a web of and strings of plenty and plenty of step ladder kind of bridges where you can walk up steps, but it's a bridge that goes upwards. There's like weird zip line structures where people can slide into different like communal areas. And everyone seems to be walking around with some sort of harness or rope on while they're in that part of the uh, district or whatever. Only the visitors, though. The residents seem to be mostly okay without wearing a harness. The lower segment, though, is where you're originally brought in, and where the goods that your troop has been delivering originally get deposited, I should say. You also see that several people, while helping in the unloading section, like, not the unloading section, the unloading time, they transform into were creatures, various types. They don't even try and hide it. They just, as soon as there's work to be done, several of them that are werewolves or werebears turn into these were creatures and just begin to use that increased strength to their benefit. The other troop that begins to walk up is seemingly a council of sorts, consisting of about 5 members. They seem mostly just to be observing the welcomed newcomers, as well as the fairly new group of people they haven't seen before and are kind of suspicious of you guys, especially the dead-looking one. But they don't seem to be saying anything, mostly just kind of standing around observing any strange activities. And the rest of the troop, the rest of your crew that has launched off of the ships and found their way to this little village, seemingly makes their way to one reasonably large open-air bar that is served by 2 or 3 very lithe human folk, all wearing blue robes with like gray sashes. Though seemingly of no monkly training, they're wearing monkly robes. And most of the crew goes there and begins immediately having drinks and food. And the menu seems extremely exotic from what you overhear. This is obviously a very rambunctious town, but also very in harmony with nature town. Though it is kind of ominous seeing the volcano smoking in the background of almost every view you take. What are you guys doing? Anything in particular? I'm going to take that as a no then.
Guys, sorry, my internet's going crazy. I have a big question though. This is not D&D related, so I'm gonna hurry up quick. My power came back, but my Xbox won't turn on. I've like unplugged every switch and like plugged it back in and everything. Does anyone know how to fix that? Pretty much talking to Trenton, Sean.
Not particularly. Only thing I can
Maybe
think
just
is
give
that maybe your
maybe just give it a bit.
battery's like shot now.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Cause
just give it a bit, or just try unplugging it
I
and
did that.
plugging it
I
back
did.
in.
I unplugged everything on my Xbox and plugged it back in. My TV is working. My lights are working. Everything's working besides my Xbox.
I don't know then. Maybe just give it a few minutes or something.
Okay.
But is there anything you guys are doing as you enter this exotic and harmonious town? Or no?
Hey,
I
BL,
don't
look.
think so.
Look at those were creatures. That's your family right there. Was this where you were made?
BL just kind of looks around. He's like, "No, you've seen my parents. I think.
I don't think I
But
have.
wait, you were in the Dundalian with me, wasn't you?
Yeah,
Did
but
I see
he
his
didn't go into
parents?
the house or anything.
Yeah,
Oh,
I didn't
I
go.
thought at least one of you guys came. Okay, well, no one cares about BL. Haha, it's so fun. I'm joking. He just goes, no, but it's rather interesting. I've never been through this part of the world. Well, like here specifically, it's quite amazing.
You should join them.
Um, I can't really go full werebear. If we have to do anything later in the day that involves me doing it, I would have wasted it.
Is it like a one time a day or something?
Actually, I can stay in it. Okay, I'm just going to turn to a werebear. Because I remember, like, there's no time to it. I stay in that form until I get beaten out of it. Okay, werebear.
Does that hurt to transform?
When it first happened, yes. Not much now. Makes your pain tolerance go up a lot.
It's a very interesting thing. Did you always were you born with the lycanthrope, whatever that is, or did you acquire it?
I saved a lycanthrope that was being hunted pretty much in my village. As a gift, he gave me this. I see it as a gift. Many do not, but it is what it is.
As long as the person likes drinking, it's very much a gift.
Exactly.
I guess we can keep going, Trent.
All right. After your short conversation, uh, at this point, you guys pulled into dock maybe a little bit after midday, and it's already starting to turn to dusk. Uh, when another, not another figure, when a obviously kind of excited jester walks up, specifically up with a lieutenant of hers in the background. And she looks over at more or less the entire group as you guys recoalesce and says, I think you need to venture. Do you not get bored on the seas? I assume you do.
Actually, quite calming, so I do like to see.
Well, then maybe you should go. What about the rest of you?
No, I'll go to the adventure.
BL just kind of goes, that sounds interesting. I'm game.
All right, then. You see that volcano?
Yeah.
I have hidden special prizes on that volcano. If you go up there and find them, you get to keep them. I want you to
Been
use
doing
all
too
of your
much doodle.
ingenuity, as well as my lieutenant here is going to keep a watch over you to make sure you don't do anything stupid.
Does something stupid include pushing someone into the volcano?
No, actually. Well, kind of. Depends
There's
on
something.
where you are in the volcano. If you go in through the underground passages, the water should be relatively safe, if sulfuric and kind of warm, if not boiling. But
Like
going to the
lukewarm or
top,
piss warm?
they can range from lukewarm to boiling. Just don't stay in one particular room for too long, as a burst of fire might cook you. Just a little bit though, not too bad. If you
Is
jump
something
into the volcano,
stupid?
yeah, you're gonna die. Don't jump into the top of the volcano. That's lava.
Is something stupid including blowing up the volcano?
You can try. It's a mountain.
How many items are here?
Well, I've hidden like a stash of gold and a treasure map to get to it. I'll give you the treasure map, and then they take out what looks to be a torn up, obviously purposely torn and like muddied and wetted map to make it more authentic. I made this, and I want you guys to go find what you can. Be real pirates, pirate adventures. I'll even give you a tattoo as a reward.
Is that two?
A spell rot tattoo?
Mm, not particularly. We can get you a spell out tattoo. You'd have to pay for it probably with the gold you find. But no, I was just talking a regular tattoo.
What's a
Nah,
tattoo
well,
gonna
I'll
be?
take that too.
Captain Tooth.
What?
You should know
I'll
about
do
it.
it. If you don't mind me asking, who are you exactly?
Who are you asking?
The person that's trying to recruit us.
Jester is the one that handed you the
Oh,
items.
I'm retarded. Never
You
mind.
might be
I'm
talking to
stupid.
the lieutenant that she is sending with you.
No, I was talking to Jester. I'm stupid. I wasn't paying
No,
attention. Sorry.
she's obviously trying to either give like a team building exercise or something. Just trying to get you guys to do something on this island. And she's giving you a treasure map to seemingly try and get you guys to enjoy your stay with them. And give you money.
I will hold out my hand for the map and say, "Who's your friend here, Jester?"
Well, I think they can introduce themselves just fine as they hand over the map. And then they hold their hand back out and like step away and do like a small bow, like trying to do a showy entrance for the character that's been standing right behind them. Nim, would you like to both describe your character and give them a name?
You said Nim.
Willow. Would you like to both
Yes.
describe your character and give them a name? Why do I do this?
I'm not even playing as Nimmy anymore. I don't know.
I
how
know,
you
that's the issue. I just got to I was saying Nim, now I don't gotta say Nim no more. Are you going to describe your character and give him a name?
Right. You see around 6 foot male elf. Right, not elf, Eladrin.
It's Elf, pretty much.
Yeah. Looks like a Orlok. Brown hair, black eyes. Basically it. He introduces himself as Finley Chases Bound.
But have fun. I'm going to Borog Bar. And begins to head their way to the rest of the crew. where they were getting their drink.
Get no drink on. Yeah, buddy.
I hate my internet.
Yo.
Señor, por favor, bichadite.
Yeah,
So what happened?
Jester said, well, you guys have fun, and headed off to the Bora Bar.
You guys have
meeting
fun.
up with the rest of the ship crew.
What? Give me a minute, bro. I think I'm just done. I can't.
Okay.
He just had a heart attack, bro.
Yeah, William had a heart
Yeah.
attack.
No,
I
Damien's
can't have
choking out.
alcohol. Stops breathing. Bro, guess
Thunder,
what?
no,
Guess what,
don't
guys?
start, Kyle.
It's game day.
It's game day.
It's game day.
Why did they post it like 3 times? I'm on like the Whitley County Facebook page. 7 hours ago and 9 hours ago, they both pasted their game day in.
You got to get that advertisement out, bro.
But are you guys going to head on your seemingly kind of falsely created pirate adventure?
Sure. It's all in good fun. All's fair in love and war, man.
What are we doing?
Pirate adventure, bro.
You did hear about Jester giving you the pirate map, yeah?
Yeah, I was one that grabbed the pirate map.
Yeah, okay. Well, what happened was at the very end of that conversation, Jester said, "You guys have fun," and kind of just like started like skipping their way over to what she called the Bora Bar, and met up with the rest of the crew, like the ship crew.
Well, you guys want to do it now? I guess.
Ain't got nothing better to do we?
It is getting late. It's actually dusk right now.
You guys want to wait till tomorrow morning, or?
Yeah, let's get some
I don't
shut
care what you all do, as long as there's some sort of fun in it for me.
Shut up, Fork Tongue.
Shut up, one arm.
It is
Do your
true.
pubes also look like decaying maggots, or is that just your hair?
Do you even know what my hair looks like? I don't think I've ever described what my hair looks like. Have
He's just being mean to you because you're undead.
I'm. What?
Technically, yeah, you can't argue, Damien.
I
You
am
can't argue.
technically undead, but I don't look it.
Uh,
The joke doesn't make sense, my friend.
Comedy comes in threes, motherfucker, and he just starts walking away. I'm finding a tavern and I'm getting a drink. Lord knows I need it.
do you have even the money to buy a drink?
I have drinks
No.
with us. We don't even have the money. You can just have the beer I took from the dying man that we sent to another realm.
Well, damn, that sounds pretty good too, fellas. Come on.
So is your party finding a place to stay for the night?
I don't got the money for it for sure.
We'll camp.
I mean, you can
Yeah,
always walk back through the jungle during nighttime.
Yeah, no, that's not smart.
But
Why
yeah,
don't we just head to the volcano, guys? I'm curious about what's over there.
apparently.
Yeah,
Why don't we
sure.
just sleep in the volcano?
BLZ
Guys.
only one visually impaired.
Folks, I have an idea. We drink and then go to the volcano.
Ha, I like your idea.
Damn
I
skippy.
do not.
Let's go.
I do not drink.
No, it's that.
You'll raise dead, but you won't drink.
Yeah, he'll
Well,
he'll
I
he'll
have,
make people come back to life, but he draws the line in alcohol.
well, to bring those people back from the dead, I have to keep a sharp mind.
I don't think there's gonna be any dead people here.
Oh,
Yet.
I hope that's not the
Yeah.
case. I'm dreadfully bored.
Hey, BL, watch out from the top, because if you mess up, you can't really hold on with both your hands. You might fall off the cliff.
Well, I'm just gonna use the one I have left to drag you down with me, motherfucker.
I will cut off your other hand, so you have to fall into lava and burn for the last few minutes of your life as you look at us laughing at your burning, scorched body. Till you drown in the lava in the magma and you become
God
one with the
dang.
lava.
Yeah, while you were saying this, like the first 2 seconds in, he started walking away. He's like 50 feet away from you now.
Yeah, yeah. Even Kill just started walking away.
Yeah.
You're just
Yeah,
like
I think we're all. I'm just gonna like pat William on the back. It's okay. It's okay.
Guys, wait up! He starts running.
All right, you guys make your way over toward. Where are you heading? A tavern or volcano? Which one?
Volcano.
Volcano.
Volcano. Okay. You
chug,
head
chug, chug,
across this
chug.
open grove and to the thin strip of jungle that lay before you until you get towards the jungle. The one thing you notice that is kind of strange is in the distance you hear several loud, like popping sounds and low growls. Far enough away if you don't have to really worry about it, but accompanying that is a strange grayness that takes over the area. You recognize the kind of magic that is placed on this location, similar to Blightshore, which you left not too long ago. You recognize that the color is bled out by some sort of perpetual magic. And you also understand that as you're following this magic map, the strange doodles, most of which are accompanied by several phallic shapes.
Alec.
Yes, there are multiple dicks on top of your map. The entire map is covered in penises in several different ways. Like, instead of an arrow pointing at it, it's just a dick.
Shut up.
And
Shut
then,
up. Go back.
and where the dick is pointing, next to it, it just says gray zone. So you know this is the right direction. And there are several other markings like this, like weird waterfall and boiling underwater river. And then just like the sulfuric area. There's a bunch of like really not bland, but generic map zones. So you know you're heading the right direction. As you begin to walk through this gray forest, first off, who is taking the lead? And while you're leading, I want whoever's taking the lead to make some perception checks to make sure they don't walk into anything that is blended in perfectly with the surrounding area. As the shadowy grays make it hard to see any wildlife.
I guess I will.
Actually, I am. Could I want to make sure that nobody followed us from the town.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
But I'll be the one leading, I guess, because I'm the one holding the map.
Okay. Where the? Oh, okay.
What do you need me to do What do you need me to do, Trent? Roll
Perception check.
Just one.
Yep. As you guys begin this journey through this thin strip of gray jungle.
16 with mod.
That's after mod?
Yeah.
Okay. With a 16, as you begin searching behind you, making sure you weren't followed, you don't see anyone in particular following you, but you catch a shadow dart to the right, and then back to the left, getting slightly closer. Not really that worried. Doesn't look to be anything but humanoid. But you will get the fact that someone who is highly stealthy, because you can't see who they are, is somewhat trailing you.
Okay.
I got a 10, Trent.
You begin to walk through this gray, black, like just monochrome landscape. And you're confident in each of your steps, making sure you're okay. You'll have to make it about 100 yards, so it's not that big of an issue. But about halfway through, as you're beginning to trudge your way across, your foot slips in what is a weird, murky black substance. Likely a different real color, but monochrome in this. I want you to make a strength save to try and pull yourself out as soon as you're stuck in this weird mud.
I hate you, Trent. I know what this
Is
is.
this like a black pudding or something?
No.
No, this is something that if you watch the show, they run into as well in this zone.
Yeah, 12. I failed. Tell them what
Yep.
happened.
What happens is, as you get your foot stuck in this mud, it immediately begins to crawl up his leg. The mud kind of reaching out and pulling him down deeper
Oh,
and deeper.
so,
And he immediately gets tugged about knee depth into this. And you take
Guys,
immediately
yeah. Kill
about 10
immediately sees
damage.
this.
guys,
Yeah,
I'm kind of into this. I don't know what to say about this, but let me out.
Kill's immediately gonna run over to William, trying to help his friend out.
Make a strength check as well. Athletics specifically for you.
I'm kind of into this, but I don't know how I feel about it correct this much yet. Get me out. I don't like it. I don't like it.
You
Where
begin to
did
say, I'm
my
kind of
reroll
into
go?
this when a jolting pain as you feel like it's trying to tear off one of your toes.
Nope, I don't like it. Guys, nope. Let me out.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it must be over 31.
31. Kill walks over and tears your leg free. It jolts your hip and makes you like feel a very sharp pain for a split second. But in that like yanking movement, you also see what looks to be a thin worm-like creature come out with his foot and then begin to and lets go and regurgitates his leg and begins to try and flop back into the mud. Pretty unsuccessfully. You just kind of like stab it pretty quick. It's pretty defenseless without its mud.
As Kill pulled William up, he felt like he felt a small pop in William's arms. Like, oh, sorry, William. I think I
I
might have
think
dislocated your arm for a second.
yeah, you see the right arm like kind of hover off his shoulder for a minute and it attaches back in. Yeah, that kind of happens. I think I found a new kink though. We should keep a move on.
Keel, as soon as Keel hears that, he's just gonna immediately throw William away as strong as he can.
Let's just continue. Who does anybody want to take the lead, or should I still? I'll
I'll
take
take
it.
the lead.
Oh.
Actually, you know what? No. Keel immediately turns over to Biel.
Yes.
Why don't we have him? Why don't we have him lead?
Yeah, Biel, come on. You're the strongest of us, aren't you?
Bill is just
Yeah.
kind of like staring at you, just going. No, out of chance.
Are you scared?
I don't trust you two.
Wuss.
If we
Okay,
are going to
fine.
sit and argue about it, I'll take the lead.
I was gonna say I would take the lead, but if you want to, Godwin, it's all you.
All right, and I'll move up front. And I
Godwin.
am going to completely withhold the information that someone is following us.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, since Bill's in Weber thing, can I try to like sniff him out?
Sniff who out?
You don't know.
I'm just gonna sniff the air and see if I can sniff someone, bruh.
Okay.
Don't you also get advantage with that too?
Yeah,
You get
because I'm
hear?
a Weber.
I would
No, 'cause you
say
get hearing.
sure. Roll a perception check, but I don't know how much that's going to reveal to you, considering you're in a forest.
I got a nose.
You also got ears. Don't forget that. I'm pretty sure you get that ability.
I roll it with advantage, but it's gonna be bad either way because it's a -2. Yep.
Oh my god.
Son of a bitch. Nope, that's a +2. My bad.
Oh. So 11.
3. Let's go. 5
No,
and
it's
3.
an 11.
baby.
It's an 11. His highest is an 11.
So 11. You sniff the air and are kind of forced to immediately sneeze as a weird cinnamon smell reaches your nose before any sort of creature can. And you look around and just notice like a bloom of light gray flowers that likely are spinning out some sort of pollen. Uh, yeah, there's nothing you can really detect in this thick of a foliage environment with so many smells and aromas mixed in. Specifically, if they're behind you, it would be pretty hard. But who is taking the lead?
I am.
All right, I want you to, as you exit this little sliver of gray, seemingly avoiding the rest of the puddles after knowing what to look for, even in this monochromatic background. You find your way to the other side relatively quickly, and then not Kotaro, Godwin takes over. As as you guys reach the base of the mountain, and now have two options: either a sharp-ish but very smooth, almost like magically smooth ramp to the top of the volcano, or into the underground portion where it seemingly leads into a cave that leads under this magically formed ramp. The map that you're looking at has two options, and one of them says dangerous but fun, and one of them says slow and tedious, but also fun.
I I say dangerous and fun. I don't want to go
The
slow.
dangerous but fun is the one where it heads directly over the mountain.
We've
That's,
been on we've been on a ship for who knows how long. I'd like to have some excitement.
well, they both say fun, but one says slow and kind of annoying, and the other one says dangerous, and that's more exciting to me. So I say dangerous and fun.
Well, I guess we have a vote then.
All right.
And I guess we're going the dangerous but fun way.
Yep.
You
So we're going straight
drag
up.
this poor lieutenant that just left Jester's side up toward the top of the volcano with the rest of your insane group. As the smoke, as you get closer, the smoke like covers most of your vision. This is putting out so much gas that you can barely breathe and have to put some sort of cloth over your face and like wet it with your own spit to be able to keep the fog from just suffocating you. But
Kill.
as you get to the top of this, you understand exactly what's meant by dangerous but fun, because in the middle of the volcano is a strange floating disc, obviously summoned by some sort of wizard magic. You can assume Tinser's disc is what it would be called. And it's just
Yeah.
floating in the middle of it with what looks to be a small bag and a weird ribbon that seems to be suspended by a mage hand. And all you can see on the ribbon is, "Get me."
Well, I guess that's why we need to get.
As
How far away
as
is it?
Kill. Oh,
Let Sean speak for a second.
yeah. Okay.
Sorry,
As
man.
Kill is just it's okay. As Kill is just kind of like breathing in the smoke. He just takes a smells like home. And then Kill will kind of just like rub his nose. Then we'll see the bag floating. He's like, "Really? That's it? Just a small bag?"
That's not where the end of the map is. It's just
This is just
the dangerous but fun route. And it's floating in the middle of this volcano where you can barely see it, mostly obscured by this fog that seems to be growing more and more not volatile, but thick by the moment. You can see that this bag floating on this tensor's disc in the middle of this is probably about 120 foot away, and you would have to go another 120 after getting the bag to reach the other side. All the while, after reaching about that halfway point, if not a little bit earlier, since it's getting more and more thick by the moment, you're going to be entirely obscured from anyone on the edge.
Godwin, you know what to do.
Here.
Um,
I have two dimension doors.
I also have
Hey,
two doors.
So
Wait.
okay, William,
Yes.
what we need to do is I will dimension door us over there, and we'll grab the bag, and you bring us back.
Guys, I have an idea.
What?
How far is that disc, or
How'd
where?
you
It's about 120 foot into the volcano. Like you would have to be hovering midair about 120 foot into the volcano. And you notice that now, like the hovering, like flying, isn't the only pathway. You could jump on the edge of the volcano and make your way, like into it, where a rope seems to be hanging from the disc. You could take that risk, or you could just fly out and try and grab the bag. Because there is like a weird parkour path made of stones, that are just kind of on the edge of the volcano that kind of lead to obviously a magical rope you can climb up.
Finley, do you have any ideas? Or do you want us to just take the risk or fly?
No comment.
Oh my god. Why take the risk?
Sure. I kind of don't want to use a spell here, Godwin. I kind of want to jump into that rope. Listen, I think if me and Godwin... But listen, Godwin, if we do take the risk and fail, we can just teleport anyways and be okay.
That is true.
Yeah, I think one of us should jump for the rope. We fail, we can still teleport. But I don't want to waste a spell like that. Because this map shows a whole lot more we can keep going and do. We're probably going to need our spells for taking the danger shot. You want me to make the jump? Or do you?
Let me look at my stats real quick, and then I'll tell you.
What's your strength modifier, Godwin?
+3.
Alright, let me do it.
I
Keel's
have
gonna like look
+3
at.
to athletics. Sorry, go ahead, man.
Okay, Keel's gonna look at William's like, William, I know you have a failsafe. I know you're not that entirely stupid, but you're not very strong.
You haven't seen me in 3 years.
No, but I can just tell that you didn't grow a bit of muscle at all.
Actually, I have. But that does... don't worry about it. I kind of want to do it. And then he says that and he jumps for the rope.
You begin the perilous journey, hopping between the stones, making your way under the disc, using these almost floating platforms. They're kind of suspended in weird, rocky, jagged patterns of cooled rock surrounded by magma. I want you to make either a athletics check or a acrobatics check as you're forcefully jumping between or using your abilities to duck and dive between the rocks by swinging yourself between them.
Okay, I'll do acrobatics. Because I have a better acrobatics score than athletics. My athletics is plus, my acrobatics is +4. 13.
13.
Yeah.
Alright. You begin the dangerous hop and skip journey toward the floating platform's rope hanging beneath it. Getting about halfway there before you fail in one of the jumps, you're about, now that you're below it, maybe 200 foot beneath the platform, good enough for you to still teleport, so you feel reasonably safe. And so when you make one of the jumps and the stone gives way and cracks beneath your feet, you're not too worried when you cast Dimension Door and immediately appear on top of the stone or on top of the floating disc, which undulates.
I didn't want to do that.
Do what?
I did not want to do that. And you'll grab the gold pouch.
You scoop up the gold pouch, pulling the obviously magical rope up with you, more or less collecting everything of value here. And the disc, as you're like bouncing on this disc, it begins to blink slightly and fade. How are you getting off this? As now it seems to be losing ground, floating closer to the lava as your weight is weighing it down, and it begins to fade and widen slightly.
I can't climb the rope How am I?
You
How
could hop back down and attempt to make the hop skip journey again, if you would like.
how far am I from the group? So if I have to, I can teleport back
Once
there.
again, about 120 feet as you begin to lower, so it begins to slightly and slowly grow in distance, but not so much that you're worried an imminent drop will happen to the point where you can't catch yourself.
Okay, so if I try doing the rope thing and I fail, I can still teleport and be there.
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, sure. Why don't I do that?
As you begin to lower into the lava, you use the last moment as the disc blinks out of existence to grab onto the stones and pull yourself back into this little journey you made the first time, but this time having to climb upwards. I want you to make an athletics check specifically.
No, no. 5. Okay, I just teleport.
Yeah. You begin the first jump, and immediately you're like, God dang, this is the same platform, which crumbles away against your feet as you teleport, like landing flat on your back as soon as the teleport ends as you were falling, but making it back to safety, and now with a pouch that says grab me attached to it.
I tried to warn you, William.
No, there was only one platform that kept screwing up, and it's that one right there. Every time I touched it, it would just collapse. I don't know why. I'm. How much gold I even get? And I'm gonna look inside the gold.
You look inside the pouch, and instead of finding gold and or an item like you had hoped you would have found, you instead find what looks to be a very shiny golden dick statue. Inside this pouch, and all it says, like engraved on the side, it just says, "Golden Dick leads the way."
I hold it out, pointing and seeing. It leads the way. I got it. So I pull up I pull it out and hold it by the balls, and I see where.
And you, guessing the magical property before anything else happens, hold it by the balls, and the shaft begins to rotate.
Guys,
and
just
point
wait.
your
It's
way.
straight to the left.
William,
Don't worry, I know this magic. Don't worry, I know this magic. Just follow me.
I, I, I'm beginning to question what your taste is.
I like off.
Fair enough.
The magic
Alright.
here. Listen, the magic it goes off of the shaft, and if it curves to the left or if it hardens, that's where you know you gotta go.
Yeah.
All right.
More or
Lead the
less,
way with
the enchantment
with
of Find Path. You find your way circling the outer edge of the volcano until you get to the other side, to which a more roughly hewn path leads downwards. There is no smooth sailing from here. You're going to have to climb down the backside of this mountain, and if you're not careful, fall up to 80 foot at a time. Your troop doesn't really have any rope except for the one you just got from that floating disc. So you have no safety ropes either.
Oh,
You can tie maybe 3 of you together in total using the length of rope that is supplied to you. No more than 10 foot.
and there's 5.
Yep.
Well, sorry, Biel. I guess we leave you here, and then Kills is gonna immediately just start climbing by himself.
First of all, there's 5 of us, so if we leave BL, who else are we leaving?
On top of
The
the
new
mountain.
guy. I don't know. Fight amongst yourselves. See you all at the bottom.
The name.
That sounded real racist. Could you say that again?
Please.
I said the name's Finlay.
Well, good luck, Finley. And then Kills is gonna fucking climb down.
Really though?
Right? Do I have to make any checks?
Whoever is climbing down this, I want to make a total of 2 athletics checks as you climb to the 2 main stints of this. The first half and the second half.
Is he going by himself?
Yep, he just starts climbing down. No rope attached, no nothing. He's just
Okay.
climbing by himself.
First one was a 23. The second one was a 16.
Alright. Who else is climbing down as Keel begins his expedited journey down the side of the mountain?
Guys, okay, how about this? Finley,
I'll bring it
me,
back.
tie ourselves together and walk down so we can make sure we're safe. Bill, you're okay.
I'll start. I'll start making my way down too.
All right. I want you to make your athletics check.
Yeah.
The first one with disadvantage, as you're getting used to trying to climb with one arm. The second one,
Oh,
though, you can roll at a regular.
and
This,
then
this should not be terrible, but
By the way, Willow, you're also rolling athletics check the same way everybody else is, even if you're tied off with the rope.
we make two.
Yeah, every character makes two. And if anyone fails, they are a detriment and will need to be checked and saved. Those with the rope, however, have two people to save them, while the others don't have
No,
anyone.
Eden,
okay,
don't tell me that's what you rolled.
Yep.
okay.
Natural one, baby.
We're all gonna get. We're all screwed. We're all screwed. I'm
Wait,
gonna roll first.
I'm not. I'm not connected to anyone.
Nope.
No, you're not.
So if I fall down, you guys are fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, how did Chase manage to roll 4 19s in a row?
He's a gamer. I don't know what to tell you.
MRPG really wants them to not die.
Did I even roll the second one, Trent?
You're stuck with the okay. Yes, you're gonna have to roll a second one because the first one you fall, and you're gonna take some damage for, unless they save you. The second one you might also fall. Two. So you're tied off to your friends. Luckily. So BL, what was yours? You both of yours?
Okay. The first one was a 9.
Damien, no.
Eden, look
No.
at my screen.
No, the
No.
second one was a 19.
Okay. So the first one, Keel begins climbing down with no issue. Biel goes to join him, but being so new to his one-arm predicament, when his rock falls away and he goes to grab with his stump and begins to tumble and fall away. Unless you have any way
Wait.
to save yourself,
As,
Biel.
as soon as I start falling, I'm going to use psi-powered leap, and it gives me twice my movement. I'm still in werebear form, so that's 80 feet of flying speed.
Okay, you're fine then. As soon as you begin to fall, you use your psychic ability to catch yourself and dart toward the ground, barely beating Keel to the bottom of the first stretch. Fine, for the most part, though you have used some of your psychic capabilities for the day.
Hey, Trent.
Yeah, you both, I know for a fact, fail the first section.
We both rolled natural ones for our first roll.
So, Finley, as you go to climb down, assured that these competent adventurers who have just jumped over a volcano and took that risk willingly are fine. They're not going to kill you, right? You begin to make your way down, and as soon as they step off the ledge, they both miss the first handhold and begin to drag you downwards. I want you to make an athletics check with disadvantage as you are trying to catch both yourself and 2 others from being drugged down in a huge chain as both of these people you just met immediately drag you down into the abyss as they miss their first handhold. So Biel and Keel are fine. Let's see if Finley saves the day here for William.
Wait, why doesn't Beal just come help us?
Because if he doesn't stay in the air for very long, that's why.
Oh, okay.
He has like
Okay,
5 seconds. If he's in the air longer than that, and it would take him longer than that, he can't do anything. He would fall as well.
Okay.
The fail safe. I can just use Missy Step at the very end.
Aren't you tied though? Doesn't the rope come with you?
No, it's just my body.
Yeah, no, the rope he
Uh-huh.
would slip off of him if he
Yeah.
misty stepped. But we're trying to wait for Willow to roll some athletics to see if Finley is the savior of this group.
Willow, roll a d20.
Are you even here? Are you here, Willow?
Yes, I'm here.
Roll
Roll an F1
d20. Roll d20. Roll d20,
with
Willow.
disadvantage.
Yeah,
With
with
disadvantage.
disadvantage because these guys are both dragging you down. You're the only one competent enough to hopefully not immediately collapse.
So,
Hello?
16.
What'd you say? 15?
I heard either 15 or 16.
I heard 15. Is that your first roll?
16.
Okay.
Was
Is
that
that your
with
first?
disadvantage?
With, yeah.
Okay. Willow's not Willow. Finley is likely fairly strong in this capability. He catches both of you, managing to tug himself and catch you guys, swinging you like a pendulum against each other, though, which both cracks you guys pretty heavily. Both of you take 8 damage as you swing violently, almost snapping your spines before colliding into each other recklessly. Before recatching your footholds, Finley safely guiding you the rest of the way down. The first stretch, at least. The second stretch, however, Biel succeeded on the second stretch. Keel succeeded on the second stretch. So it's up to our wizard, warlock, and Finley to yet again roll athletics checks.
Hey guys, you see that?
What was it?
What is it?
Another natural
Not a
one?
hard one.
Papa, come on. Okay, I
You
got a
actually get another
19.
natural.
No,
Okay.
no, you already rolled, remember?
Oh, yeah, no, then I rolled a 2.
And I have a 12.
So a 12, a 2, and what of Finley?
Finley, roll another d20.
Man, what the hell? What happened to my dice?
Willow.
You say it so angrily.
It's not.
Because none of you can hear me.
No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Damien when he's going Willow.
Willow!
Speak!
Buy a better headset. Invest thousands of dollars in D&D.
Yeah, just to play a game.
Just type it. Just type the number.
Yeah, we're not gonna be able to hear you.
14.
Oh my god, what did you
I heard
say?
16, 17, and 14 in that one sentence.
I heard some routine. 14.
14. Okay, so this time your party is mostly okay, except for the fact that Kotaro, yet again, as soon
Godwin.
as they slip, immediately fall.
Godwin, Trent.
Godwin isn't even trying to catch himself. He seems to be throwing himself like dead weight over the edge
Dream on!
for you
Dream
guys to catch him. I want you both to roll an athletics check to see if you can catch and make up for. No, Godwin's dead weight.
Godwin just wants to be a bird, man. Not a
Yeah,
bee.
every time he just like throws himself over the edge and like slams into the rock over and over again.
I want to die.
Trent, 15.
Okay, you're good enough. You got it. Finley and William managed to stop Godwin from killing all of you as you guys make it down the final stretch of the journey, landing at the bottom of the mountain. And as you do and turn around as a group, you look around and see a very, very odd sight. In front of you looks to be a vast pool of water, seemingly fresh. Fish swimming inside of it. It is fairly shallow, though. No more than 4 feet at any location. And it seems to be a wide pool, maybe 200 foot wide, in any given direction from you guys. As you guys begin to journey down to where the map leads you, you find yourself seeing a cave exit on the other side. Likely where the slow and tedious journey would have taken you to exit to the same location. With this wide pool, you see that there is also a strange mountain in front of you beyond this pool. Like there's this pool in front of you of water, and beyond it is a strange mountain-like structure that abruptly stops at like a plateau, like someone sliced the top of a mountain off. And part of the mountain that would have been sliced off the top is seemingly filleted over and laid out in a strange overhang-like structure. Also with water. The most intriguing thing about this is that water seemingly is flowing upwards in a backwards waterfall leading into the side of this mountain just before the plateau takes the top of it. You also notice that geysers quickly shoot up from seemingly random locations out of the sand and soil that seems to be constantly moving in some unknown way. This strange sight in front of you is intriguing and worrying as the next step in the map and where the golden dick is pointing you both point to the small cave entrance you see behind one backwards waterfall just leading up to the top of the plateau. So more or less a multi-staged or multi-tiered waterfall that flows backwards. Bottom pool, the second level, which is where you're trying to go, and the top, which is the plateau, which you know you don't necessarily need to go there, but the water you're trying to go through leads up there.
Guys, Golden Dick says to go down here.
I can't believe
Well,
I'm
then I
following.
go.
I cannot believe I'm following a magic phallus.
It's a golden dick. I don't know what you're talking about.
Never mind. So it seems to be that we have to go across a few geysers that could pop up below us at any point. And the waterfalls, I'm assuming we have to going towards those weird falls.
You actually have to head up one of those weird upside down waterfalls.
Does there look from where we are now? Does it seem like there's like a trail going up there, or does it look like we just have to fucking climb up there?
It looks like you're gonna have to backwards salmon, or actually just regular salmon it, swim up the waterfall, or somehow hover your way up there.
All right. All right. Bill, you have not been doing much here. How about you test the water? See what the geysers do to it.
Nah, I'm good.
Oh, come on, Bill. You're holding back your team.
How tall's
You
the
need to do
waterfall?
The waterfall is about 100 foot from where you got. You can like look up and see the water flowing backwards about 100 foot up.
Is there any way I can get closer to it?
You can wade through the pool of water that surrounds the base of this waterfall.
I'm gonna put my hand in the water for a second.
You do so, and like I said, the water's fairly shallow. The only thing you notice is that the sand at the bottom of this shallow pool seemingly is shifting, and you even at one point feel a small hole open up and a jet of warm water shoots out at your hand. Not warm enough to burn you, just lukewarm. But with a surprising power.
Do I see any like rocks nearby?
Say what?
Do I see any like rocks nearby? Just something I can throw into it?
I mean, yeah, you're surrounded by forest and water, so you find a rock and toss it in. Nothing happens.
Keel, put your foot in there.
You already put your hand in there. Why should I?
Just seems like a good idea.
Hey, you're the one holding back the team. So you got to do something now.
I'm holding back the team.
Quite literally, yes. You have one arm. You fell down the mountain. Sure, you caught yourself and made it back down safely, but to
No,
be
no,
honest,
no, no,
Bill,
no.
you
Let
are
me
the
get this
detriment here.
right. The two ones that are supposed to be the bee's knees cracked their backs down the way here and pretty much fell the entire time. And I got down here before you did.
Barely.
So I don't know
But
if I'm holding anyone back as much as you just keep running your mouth. So put your foot in the fucking water.
Theo, stop being useless and do something for once, please.
Wait, which one are you talking to? I didn't hear it.
I'm talking to
said
you.
Bill.
God.
Yeah.
I get in the water.
Did you side with Keel?
Sigh with killed. No.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, well,
uh,
you find your way slowly wading into the water. It goes about to your waist, a little bit higher, perhaps. And you're wading, keeping your arms above water easily enough, and walking on the shifting sands. Though kind of uncomfortable as the water leaks into your boots, and so does the sand as it is constantly sift inside. Uh, you'd feel some jets of warm water, but nothing extreme. The only time you're startled is when, out of nowhere, a large geyser of water just explodes upwards right in front of the waterfall. When it settles, you notice that is likely a permanent geyser spot, and you kind of get the gist that you're supposed to use it to jump up the waterfall.
Well, Dale just goes, well, fuck it. Jumps up and cannonballs onto the geyser.
got him
You
all.
jump up and cannonball into the geyser after timing it out a few moments, rocket it into the air, and you guys see BL go flying 90, 100, 110, probably about 130 feet before the arc lands him back towards the small pool at the top of this backwards waterfall. I want you to make a dexterity saving throw as you are tossed in the air and trying to land in the deepest part of the pool so as not to break your legs or spine or head when the arc ends and you land back on top of this waterfall.
We just see an art way three-legged bear just cannonball and go up into the fucking sky.
What happened?
I'm just gonna use another teleport or psi powered leap and just bound my
Okay.
way to the closest
So the arc ends, and as soon as you're about to touch the water, BL arcs yet again, kind of like a weird double jump, almost as if the water is bouncy, and he just slowly glides himself into the water in a much more comfortable pace. No damage is taken, and now you're in about a 2 foot deep, almost kiddie pool.
I'm gonna like put my head over the side. I'm gonna go, come on, dickheads.
He's shouting over a 300 foot distance. It's really hard to hear him.
No, they can hear me. They can hear me because
At least I
Because
can.
BL Bear.
yeah,
At least
I'm
I
saying
can.
it really loud.
Okay. Kills is like gonna look over that. Is like, I don't know about you guys, but that honestly did seem a bit fun. So I'm gonna go do that. And then Kills is gonna just rush. He's gonna walk on water. No, he don't have that ability. But he's gonna run as quickly as he can to the freaking permanent geyser.
All right. You dash into the water, finding your way as fast as possible to that permanent location, timing it out a few times, same way BL did. The geyser rockets you into the air. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Hey,
As you
Trent,
are arced 130 foot in the air. Yep.
what's happened? Because I just not got back.
You guys, you know where you are, right? Do you have the description in your head?
Yeah.
BL found a permanent geyser and used it to rocket himself up to the next level, using it as like a propellant to launch himself to where the upside down waterfall leads. Keel is doing the same.
Ah.
What'd you get, Keel?
Hold on a second. I don't think I have any advantages to deck saves, but I got a 13.
13. You contort yourself and begin to try and do a partial thin dive to get as much water and as little land as possible. Though this is a very awkward thing, and when you're in the air, you're not used to having to contort yourself to land gently. So you do land gently enough, and you dive in the water, and it's a normal dive until you feel like sandpaper running down your chest as your shirt is like torn in the front by the sheer amount of sand that you are diving directly tearing your front chest on as you scrape the bottom of this thin pool. You're going to take 10 damage from that as you scrape open a good portion of your chest, giving it basically rug burn before straightening yourself and standing back up.
Biel kind of just like
Biel?
wipes, not Biel, sorry. Keel just like wipes the sand off as he kind of gets up, rubs his wrist a little bit. Well, I guess that's why I don't use this form that very often. Anyway, he'll kind of just turn around and then just yell at William and the rest to just come over. The water's fine. It's very fun. Just be sure to land correctly, though.
Godwin, Finley, do you want to stay in the ropes while we do this?
God, no. And
Please, come on,
one
that'd be really fun.
undoes the rope.
That'd be really fun. Come on.
Look, I already can't believe that I'm going to do this, and I am not going to do it with 2 more people attached to me.
Fine. And as he says that, he runs through into the geyser.
Alright, you run into the water, wading quickly as well. Make a deck save as you're launched into the air.
Yippee! 1 second, I gotta turn on my light. Because I refuse to use reroll. The worst app ever made. Oh boy. Is that what I think it is? Yep. 6.
Damien just use reroll at this point, bro. So far, reroll has been better than your own dice.
So with a 6, you contort in the air as well, and meet the same unfortunate fate as Keel, as your front side and your shirt is torn to shreds by the amount of sand that you're scraped across, nearly thunking your head in the process. You take 14 damage as you scrape your chest. What?
I said, goddamn.
Yeah. That's it. Okay. Okay. You guys are taking enough damage from this contortion fail that would kill multiple peasants. The only reason you're able to survive is because of your skill in that.
Yeah, Keel kind of like just picks up William. I told you to land properly. Did you not hear me?
No, you never said it. You said the water was fine.
I did warn you to land properly, though. You must not have heard me. Anyway,
You were 300 feet
now-
away.
get better ears. What am I to say? And then Keel's just going to like look over to Godwin and Finley to see what they're doing.
Yeah.
I guess I'm jumping on it.
Make a deck save, and Finley as well, as you guys cannonball one after the other with no other way up.
Don't fit the bed, please.
So Willow, roll d20, and I
One
guess
sec.
attempt to scream it into your microphone if you feel like it.
One second, fellas. I have a 15.
All right. With that, you are, I believe, the only one who has succeeded in not contorting yourself to death. Other than BL, of course. and you manage to scoop yourself just above the surface of the sand, not shredding your shirt and chest in the process like the rest of them. Unless Finley can do the same.
And that is how it is done.
And
I heard teen.
I heard 10.
18.
18.
Oh.
Finley is also fairly acrobatic alongside Godwin. Godwin, even if he did scrape his chest against it, his flesh would move to not tear it so much. Finley, however, doesn't have that luxury and so has to be very, very graceful in their dive, making nary a splash as they Olympic diver dive and manage to succeed and not tear their shirt to shreds.
Alright, where's the golden cock supposed to go now?
As you hold it up, the shaft rotates to point toward yet another waterfall, but this time beyond that waterfall. Not telling you to go up to the plateau, but inside into what looks to be a small hidden cave. Well, not small, I should say. This waterfall is large. Small compared to the waterfall, but waterfall is large. It is by far the largest one in this cascading set of waterfalls. It is probably 100 foot wide, this waterfall. Though it is flowing backwards, and you assume there's some sort of magical way the water replenishes, you're certain there's something beyond this, though it is obscured by the water. It's about 100 foot wide, maybe 60 foot tall, maybe 65, you can't quite tell. And beyond is just a dark hole that leads into a cave behind the mountain.
So we can just run in.
You could just run in, yes. There's no difficulty in entering this cave, though you
Alright.
believe it is filled with water on the inside, at least enough to make you have to swim, unlike the rest of the location.
Last one in's a rotten shaft. And he runs into it.
Alright, what about the rest of you? Are you following William behind?
Before Kill follows him, he's like, "How much you want to bet he's going to run into a trap?"
That is exactly what I was going to say. I'm going to keep a wide berth, and Godwin's gonna follow at a medium pace, watching William to see if he gets to see his demise.
Kill's gonna also follow as Williams.
Okay. You guys let William charge forward, taking a more cautious approach.
Really,
William,
Mr. Brady?
when you charge through this waterfall, near immediately you kind of slip and fall into a deeper pool and begin like paddling to swim. And you can look beneath you and see probably 100 foot of water beneath you. And at the very far end of the cavern, a small reddish glow into a underwater cavern. Though when you
Is that
hold your dick shaft above the water, it points instead to what looks to be the back corner of the cave. And it is dark in here. So it's not until you get about halfway in do you notice the land around you in a strange, almost dock-like pattern. You also
get-
don't notice until you get even closer, and on top of this land even, the ships that are arrayed around you. All broken or sunken, some more recently than others, like a pirate's paradise. Probably 10, 15, it's hard to tell because of the extensive damage on some of these ships, all destroyed in manners of ways, lie in this hidden alcove. All except for one that seems to be unnaturally new, as if it wasn't placed here when the rest were. This looks to be a sort of hidden dock of some kind. Though you're not sure exactly how you would get a ship out of here, other than take the risk and make it leap off the waterfall. It would likely damage the ship, but a skilled captain could probably do it. And this dark cavern, that's all there is. is wreckage after wreckage after wreckage after wreckage. The only thing that is of real interest is the unnaturally new ship. And it's strange because you expect that's where you're supposed to go, but the shaft of your dick points to just a random wreckage half afloat, the mast broken, and the hull broken open to the side, leaning up against the docks and the rocks to stay afloat.
So I'm swimming right now, right?
You pull yourself up onto the dock-like rock structure instead of continuing to swim. The party is following slowly behind you, and eventually makes their way onto this dock-like structure as well. But you have a few moments here where you're the only one who can, more or less, get to this hidden treasure that Jester was talking about.
I'll go there while they're coming to the dock and stuff.
Okay. You pull yourself into this dangerous structure, and as you do, you feel the soaked floorboards. Any of them could give out at any moment, and the ship sinks and wavers and rubs against the rocks more viciously when you enter, the weight shifting, obviously not too kind to the poor old structure barely remaining afloat. You follow the precise directions of the map, telling you to count certain paces, until you find what looks to be a small box, not super small, more like a footlocker kind of box. Obviously out of place, and on the only floorboards that look stable enough to hold this kind of structure. And as you go and look at it, you can tell that it's already sinking into the structure, so it has to be reasonably heavy.
I will pick it up and try to open the box.
You begin to move the box and realize it is really heavy, and holding it with the decreased surface area by actually putting it just on your 2 feet would likely make you fall into the floor. Instead, are you just going to open the box? Because unless you want to fall through the floor, you're just going to open the box.
Yeah, I don't want to fall through the floor.
Okay, so you're opening the box?
Yeah.
Alright. You instead pull out a small dagger, pry open the chest, and as soon as you do so, you hear what sounds like maniacal laughter as several small doll-like structures open up with the lid and all kind of forcefully animate like a weird puppet doll show and start spinning in circles, laughing creepily. I want you to make a wisdom saving throw for me as a trap is sprung.
What happened? What's gonna happen to William today, dude? His
I don't know, man.
That's cocked. Natural 20.
Alright, you hear this laughter, and most people would immediately recoil or at least kind of get frightened that there is some sinister to this trap. But you realize this is likely just a jester prank, so you just ignore it. And instead get a smaller box, which you can pick up, and open, and on the inside is a small bag. You open the small bag and find another small box until it gets down to what looks to be something that can fit just in your hand. One hand can hold it. And you open that box, and inside is at least several hundred platinum coins. Alongside a little voucher. Though it... Oh, you can read every language. Never mind. The small, little voucher that lays on the top. And what it says is, 1 free hand. Turn in as you wish. On top of several coins.
What does it mean by one free? What does it mean by 1 free hand? Turn in as you wish.
You have no idea. That's all it says. It's 1 free hand. Turn in as you wish.
1 free hand. That could be used for BL. Nah, screw him. Several hundred. Does it how many platinum pieces are there?
As you count it out with the rest of your troop waiting on the outside of this wreckage, kind of peering in at you, you recognize this is 500 platinum coins.
Oh boy, that is 100 for each of us if we want to give it to the newbie.
Kill just stares at the platinum.
Hey, wait. There could be a trap. I'm just kidding. How much are we? Okay, guys, there's a lot of gold. Platinum, I mean. What? There's 500 of it. That's a good amount of money.
Do keep in mind, William, I do require my payment as well.
I know I'm saying you get 100 as well as all of
Just
us.
100.
It's 100 platinum. What do you mean just 100? It is 100 platinum.
Okay, you know what? We didn't fight anything on the way here. I didn't really do anything to help, so sure.
You get the 100. We all get the 100. Do you guys, Finley, are you sure you want to have 100? Because you are giddy. Do you guys want to give 100 to Finley too? He is. You know,
I don't
you've
think.
helped.
I think Finley gets paid by Jester, considering that he's a lieutenant.
That is fair. But we can't just let him have no money.
Oh no, we very much can.
We're not gonna pay them.
What for? For sitting around? I mean,
Hey, hey,
Well,
if you
no,
wish
no,
to be,
they saved
he
if you,
did
me.
save me and William on the mountain. So to be fair, if
They did.
anyone truly deserves it would be him.
Yeah, they did save our lives. We almost died on that mountain. Like, me and Cameron both fell. If it wasn't for him, we would have started falling. So I think
do
they get
what you
at least a good amount of pay for that.
do what you want, William, but be sure that you give me my fair share as well.
I, I will. You're getting 100 platinum. Good amount of money.
Biel will just take the 100 platinum.
Yeah.
Or not Biel, Kiel.
Why do you say Biel for?
I don't know.
I have no care.
Biel's just in my head. Get out of my head, Chase.
Uh, since you saved our lives, I think it is only fair that we all get 100. So, I think we all get 100 each.
I
Unless,
agree.
yeah, because you did save our lives. That is a big thing for us. So, I hand out 100 to each of our members. And I don't tell
Quite
them about the one free hand use.
quite
I don't.
literally, Finley, I guess suppose you could say, is the only person who did a nice thing for us.
Yeah, they have. They've been the nicest to us. So, uh, yeah. I had the little like note thing in my pocket. Do you guys want to check the rest of the ships? Because these are kind of broken, but there is one good ship over there.
Well, does the Golden Phallus say anything else? Wants to go anywhere?
The Golden Dick. Show us the way.
You hold it up and it points to your pocket.
Fuck you.
There's something in your pocket, and
Yeah, I kept a note on me. It says one free hand. Use as you wish.
Keel kind of just like side eyes Biel again as he hears that.
Think
Did you
it's
say
meant.
free hand?
It says
No,
you guys can't read. The,
God,
the
would you
other,
say no?
the other thing, the note. You guys can't read it because I'm the only one that can. It does say one free hand. It said one free hand. Use as wish.
Yep, one free hand, use as you wish.
It does say one free hand. Use as a wish. I think that literally, literally means one free hand. Uh, so I guess we can keep it for later. I say just in case of emergency, if anyone loses a hand.
I walk over there and I like try to grab it.
You okay?
Make
I
contested athletics check.
Can I use acrobatic or I have to use
Yeah, you
athletics?
can you
You
can
have
use
to use
acrobatics.
athletics.
No, he can use acrobatics because
Yeah,
he's the one wrestling
yeah,
away.
yeah. That's true.
16.
But you, Biel, what's your athletics, Biel?
He's got to roll it.
26.
Oh,
Ooh. So Biel wrestles into your pocket as you try and slip away and tears the little key charm, not key charm, but little like slip of laminated like paper or stone of some kind, very thin.
Okay, just you get your hand back, I guess.
Okay, can I make an Arcana check to see what it does?
It's a it's a coupon. Just one free hand. Use as you wish.
Is it
It's
straight up
just
what the is it? Is it really what I think it is?
I mean, it's not a magic item. It doesn't seem to have any magical properties other than it's a weird rock-like material and can bend.
Okay, weird rock-like material that can bend. Give me a hand, please.
You
And
start
then he like
muttering
whispers.
ominously. It
He
doesn't do
starts like
anything.
he starts like kind of petting the rock. He's like, please.
put the hand on his body, not just create the hand, because that would be really stupid. Let the hand be attached to his body.
Nothing happens.
I put the hand on the nub. I'm just like, work,
There is
work.
I
no
don't.
hand. You have a
I
Well,
piece of paper, or not a piece of paper, a piece of rock.
hand it to
that's what I
me.
meant.
Hand it to me. I think it's.
You try and
I think.
slide it into your wound.
Yeah, let me see it. I don't think. I don't. It's not magical, and it's not gonna make a hand. We're gonna have to go to like jester or something. She would probably do something with it.
I'll keep it on me.
Okay. Golden cock. Do you still show us to the paper? Because we don't know how to use it.
Yeah, it just points back to the paper.
God, we gotta throw that paper. Pull it back out of your pockets.
This is
Devil's
where the
of
map ends, by the way. The treasure map is no. There's nowhere else to go. This is the final location you're meant to be in.
Okay, so you learn. You guys find out what's going on. I'm gonna go loot the. I'm gonna go look over the ship that's not been wrecked.
Yeah. By the way, a reminder: the two ways
No,
out of this room are back through the entrance you came, or you can go into an underwater passage that's glowing red. You have no idea what's beyond it, though.
Who wants to help me with the ship? Because I don't.
I'll help.
Okay.
I can try and help, I suppose.
What do I need to roll, Trent?
Are you just going to head over and hop on the ship and begin to explore it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You go over and hop on the ship and begin to look around and explore and search. I want you, two of you, or one with advantage, to roll an investigation check.
I will roll at least one of them.
Wait 1 second.
I have a massive bonus to investigation.
Wait, what's your investigation?
+8.
I think I have a pretty high investigation. Nope, never mind. You beat me.
I got a
Yeah,
plus
shut up,
6.
Joyce.
I will just give you advantage.
Well, I was gonna roll it.
No.
Damien, you can. Are you roll? Are you not rolling one and then I roll one?
I thought that's what I was doing.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, what the fuck?
I got a 2,
Oh, what the fuck?
so that's a 10
11,
altogether.
11 for me.
So an 11 is the highest. You guys begin to look around. You search the captain's quarters and see very bland. Nothing of extreme value here. But functional and fine. The wood's nice and all sorts of stuff. And as you begin to go below deck, looking in the crates, searching around for any goods of any real value, I want one of you to make a charisma saving throw. I don't know why I said one of you.
I will do it because I probably have a
Nope,
higher.
that's not what I mean. I meant I was going to roll and I just forgot to do so.
Okay.
Specifically, Keel, I want you to make the charisma saving throw.
Okay. What have you guys done?
Rip.
I think
RIP,
Nemi's in.
RIP, RIP, RIP.
Yeah, I fail. I fail. Natural one, boys.
Why are you ain't supposed to roll anything. But
Yo, why are you rolling, bro?
you
Nice
ain't, you
waste
ain't
of nat
needed.
20. Okay.
I mean, I guess you survived the threat. Not necessarily because of the natural 20. What was it?
Natural one.
Oh, nice. I have to look up something real quick.
Oh no.
Yo, what is this? What am I getting? What? That's kind of creepy. I just
What
found a
happened?
real weird website when I looked up what I'm looking up.
What did you look up?
I don't know about that, man. Give me a second. Oh my god. It's actually pretty funny. Alright. You're possessed as a ghost of the captain of this ghostly ship. Teleports into Keel's body. Forces its way in. And is now possessing Keel. Keel immediately draws his sword. As you see
Don't
a
have a
ghostly
sword.
form. Keel immediately draws his claws. Whatever it is that does the most
Quarterstaff.
damage.
Don't matter.
Yeah, and, well, you can't use your class abilities in this, but you're immediately turning against the party and trying to attack them.
Roll initiative, I'm
Okay.
guessing.
Yep. Roll initiative against your
Do
own
I?
party members. And I'm not going to bother
Okay.
having a map for this. There's 3 of you in a small confined location with Keel being possessed by a ghost.
Well, okay, 2 natural ones in a row. Good for you guys. Good for you guys.
22. 22.
22, okay.
1 sec.
Do we see the ghost, like, possess him?
You see a shadowy form dart into Keel, and then Keel immediately draws a sword. You can understand what happened.
Okay.
I got a
12.
19.
Okay. I have to, like, open a notes app or something. How do I don't know what it's called on my phone. I'm just gonna open a Google Doc. 22 was Damien.
Yep.
After Damien, who was it? Okay, 25 to 20. It was Damien first with 22. 20 to 15.
I have 19.
15 to 10.
12.
Name Willow, what'd you get?
You're rolling initiative, by the way, so just a d20 plus your dex modifier.
Which is plus 4, I think, for.
Actually, doesn't matter. She has to go next.
What do you mean?
He rolled a natural 1. Okay,
Hey,
actually,
yeah,
she goes before Godwin then.
She has a 22 as well.
Then
and we
actually,
both
she goes
rolled 18.
before Biel as well then.
We have to do rollies because we both rolled 18s plus 4.
Okay then. Both of you roll another d20. Whoever gets the highest goes first.
All right.
Why did you guys go to the obviously trapped ship, bro?
I was gonna have fun.
I mean, that was the whole point of the adventure, to make you guys have fun.
Well,
Nat 20.
Yeah, Willow goes first. I go right after with the 17.
So, Finn, Lee, William, Biel, Godwin, Keel. As soon as Keel draws his weapon, first Keel gets a surprise attack, because no one expected this, and then Finley will respond. So, surprise attack Keel. You're going to take a full round of attacks against whichever party member you deem fit, as you're fast enough to get to any of them.
Okay, so I want to keep this clear. I am not actively Keel. I am some pirate captain, correct?
Yeah, you are the spirit of a pirate captain forcing Keel to use his body to attack his friends.
Okay, so who's all close to me?
Everyone followed you into the ship. Pretty much
Okay, so
everyone
everyone's within
followed you in
5 feet. Okay, so the new captain of this vessel shall. He doesn't know any one of these. He looks at Biel, but he has no arm. He then looks at just the ball sack and the other two people. Actually, Nemi or Finley's in here too. What is Finley's strength?
16.
16.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just okay. The new captain shall attack Finley, thinking. Well, I mean, he's the second buffest. He might be the most powerful one. So, so he's going to attack the good old Finley.
How is Finley the second buffest?
You have no arm.
because
Yeah, you have
you're
one arm.
L.
You have a 16 strength.
I'm still buff.
Yeah, but you're still weak.
Yeah, you have no arm.
Bro,
Okay, so
I have 17. I have 17 strength.
Oh.
oh, never mind. Then I guess Godwin's getting attacked first because in that case, because the buff boy.
That's
All right.
that's funny. Godwin, the wizard, is being attacked first.
Ooh. Okay. Let's do a surprise attack, so I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, you get a surprise. You have advantage in every attack. First off,
And
Uh,
I can't use any of my abilities, like my
Yep.
Blood Hunter
no
abilities.
blood
and-
hunter abilities. The ghost doesn't know how to use those.
Okay. So actually, I think that would be only a +10 then. Never mind. Okay.
But you have advantage.
Oh yeah, because it's surprise attack. That's I almost did the wrong thing. All right. Yeah, I think that hits anyway. But I'm gonna do both
Yeah,
attacks.
27 certainly hits. Wee little Godwin here.
Yep, sorry, got one.
You're the second strongest in our party, the wizard.
Yeah, bro. I have a 12 AC.
Oh.
By the way, I hope you understand this, Kill. You have like one way to escape, and I'm not going to tell you how it is. You don't get to roll on this at the end of your turn. You are like a ghost
Okay.
until you die, unless you use a very specific ability.
And I think I know what it is, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Possibly. It has something to do with my other form.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, it's either one of those two things. Okay, so okay, so I need to make sure first because I don't want to accidentally do any other stuff that could actually actively kill you guys. Okay.
There's so many of them, I don't think you can kill them.
Okay, so good news, I don't do my full damage with my fist, so I think he'll just go for the quarterstaff. He'll go for the quarterstaff, yeah, that's how it works, okay. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Okay, so sorry this is taking forever.
Yeah, you suck, Sean.
Okay, that was one roll. That's you take 24 damage, Godwin.
God dang! Is that one attack?
No, that's two.
Okay, that's a little bit less.
Oh, don't worry. I'm gonna hurt.
Do I get my unarmed strike as well, technically?
You don't get any abilities to your class, so
Okay.
no.
So I
Okay.
take 24.
Yes.
24 damage.
Gotcha.
And that's a surprise attack, and he can't use any of his abilities, so... So technically it still Keel's turn. Keel is... Keel's gonna try this. Keel is going to try and make the ghost inside him to make a... What save is it? A wisdom saving throw.
Okay. I gotta look
If he-
up
if he-
if
if he-
they're-
if
I
he
gotta
ca-
look back
if
at
he
this
can't
one.
be if he can't be frightened, then it's nil. It's null. Ignore it.
Okay, let me check. Let me check if he can be frightened or not. Yep, nope. He cannot be frightened. You just naturally begin to try and scare out this creature as almost a first instinct, conjuring images of utter destruction. But you hear the pirate captain chuckle and just go, "It was destroyed long ago. Just having some fun
Alright,
in your mind."
okay. Okay, and so in that case, it's everyone else's turn.
Finley,
That
you're
was
the
all I could do.
first to respond after that surprise round. Go ahead and do whatever you're going to do to the poor soul. Your turn, Willow.
Do you know how when I'm in my werebear form, you know how much health I have?
Uh, why? Is that rhetorical? Do you
Like,
know, or are you
oh yeah,
asking me?
I know. It was like a you're supposed to say what?
Oh, I didn't know if you were confused about the rules. How much? 80?
116.
Um, not necessarily a curse that you know of. You believe he is possessed by a ghost, which is exactly what it is happening. You saw the ghost start into him with passive perceptions. Curse, not so much.
To meow.
Man, who just meow? Man, who just
Sorry,
meow? Kind of weird, man.
sorry,
Alright.
that was my turkey. That was my turkey. Sorry.
That's a terrible
Okay, so
turkey sound.
Finley,
No, that was,
Finley, what are you doing, friend?
Finley going to stab kill. Finley going to kill. See? Puns. Puns.
do what every warlock does and cast that one great cantrip that they only use
You have to get
every
out of
time.
melee.
Oh, we're in melee.
He'll can
Yeah.
basically be in melee with all of you if he wants to be.
Some of those tentacles, I guess. Why not?
Tentacle noise. Tentacle noise.
Wait, what class is this character?
Finley's a
Warlock.
warlock.
We have two warlocks.
Yeah.
You made the perfect two warlocks. Weapons and supply.
Told the dead. Ooh.
Man. What you gotta have told the dead for? Make a, I believe
Good
it
spell.
is wisdom.
It's
Yeah, wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
yeah, it's wisdom save.
A wisdom save. Alright.
I
The
believe it.
captain the captain wants to try and succeed. A 13, I think I failed.
You've definitely failed.
So I take what, 2d12 damage?
Um,
Necrotic?
I think so.
I'm pretty sure it's 2d10 because you haven't taken any damage, right?
That's
2d12 because I
true.
haven't. No, I did take damage
Oh
Oh, he
yeah.
did.
because the
Yeah, because the
waterfall.
freaking waterfall. Man, that waterfall helped and was a detriment.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I didn't know this was coming, but it helped. It was all part of my plan.
Do you have a plan to break out, Sean?
I do. I think it's not necessarily a good plan, but I mean it's a plan.
Yeah, it's
11
2d12.
damage, Sean.
11 necrotic damage.
Yep.
Your life
All
force
right.
siphoned away. After Finley, I believe it's William. William
No.
Crawfish, your friend turns against you. What are you responding?
You're your best
Fuck,
friend.
fuck you, ghost.
Fuck you,
Uh,
ghost!
Should I literally fuck him with the golden dildo, or should I attack?
The first one's rape, so
No, I make it my packed weapon.
it's not what you said. But yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, okay.
Didn't mean it like that, Trent.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, fuck it. I guess I'm just doing damage. I'll hex him. My sword's been out. Never put it up. Meow. Well, what's your
Okay, what'd you roll?
an 18? Yeah, 18.
Miss.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Keel just dodges
20.
it, or the
Dirty 20.
captain.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. That hits.
Thank.
Thank you, Jesus. Gosh, dang.
Oh my god. 5, 10. You take 13 damage.
Right.
Should I
That is-
wild magic surge?
Do it, Damien. It's totally worth it.
I feel like it is.
Turn this into a TPK. Woohoo!
Screw
I'm
it.
not entirely sure if it is worth. Okay.
Okay,
The
I won't,
captain doesn't understand what you are doing.
I won't tell anyone. I'll just look at it. I gotta look up wild magic table. I already have it. I just gotta find it.
Gotta have it on quick dive.
It's already here. I actually do have to look it up. I guess it took away. Wild magic table. That's the short list. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Bro. I keep finding the wrong one.
Bruh.
Constantly not showing me the right one.
Dude, like, oh god dang, wrong one. Oh god dang, wrong one. Oh god dang, wrong
Found
one.
it. You cast magic. I use the normal one, just flat. You cast magic missile as a 5th level spell.
Oh.
That's pretty good. I think it's funny that Willow just whenever you said I'm a wild magic surge, she just went, please don't. And that's it. Was like, you'll kill
Please
us all,
don't.
just please don't.
How many D4s is that?
First level is 3, second is 4, third is 5, fourth
No,
is
7.
6, fifth is 7.
7.
7.
Seven whole D.
7 D4 plus 7.
That's actually a pretty good spell. I'm not gonna lie.
That is pretty good.
Plus his normal damage for the attack.
That is fair. That's 13. So I already put 13 down.
Also, Damien, just since you gotta roll 70, please just roll an MRPG.
I already have them right here.
Sean, but like, doesn't
Okay.
have any dice.
Yeah, so I don't have dice. So remember, I have
Uh-huh.
an entire box.
Better get
I
some
know that,
dice.
but I'm just
Ooh,
saying.
that's a lot of D4s. Okay, so 4, 8, 10, 13, 16, 19, 22 plus 7, 29 extra damage on top of the 13.
29 force damage. The ghost, the captain, is like, oh, please stop me, please
How
stop
hurt
me,
does
please.
Keel look?
He's pretty ready, rough and tumble, but he can take hits. He can punch.
That's it for my turn.
After William, BL. Go ahead, BL. It is your turn to stab Keel.
Been waiting for this all day.
Yeah, this is BL's
Been ready
life
for this whole
goal.
week.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear him.
Okay. Wait, if I were to roll a spell that was melee,
What do you
would
mean
I
roll a
use
spell?
like roll to hit? Would I if my brain's not working? Okay, you know how I can cast inflict wounds with my sword?
Yep.
Okay. When I do that, to roll to hit, do I roll what I hit with my sword or do I do the spell roll?
It's your sword attack. It's just a sword attack, but replaced with the damage of inflict wounds.
Okay. Five plus 21.
21 for what? What are you casting?
To
To
hit
hit.
you.
Oh, to hit. Okay, that hit. That does hit. Sorry, friend. You get the punch kill.
16 damage.
Holy shit! What the fuck? Where did you 3d10 that? Wait, that's actually pretty garbage for 3d10.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, Q's still standing. He looks a
Wait,
bit. He looks a bit
wait.
hurt. Okay.
Action surge.
Okay.
Remember, you still get your second attack even if you use your first one to inflict wounds.
Okay, well, my second attack hits. To do
Yeah, that hits.
18 plus 18 plus. I hit for another 12. And then do a Sada. So, 12. You had so 12 plus 7, 19. Action surge 27. That's another 14 damage. Does a 17 hit?
No.
Okay. So yeah, you take 12, 7, 14.
Remember, your sword is only doing a d8 of damage, not a d10.
I know.
Okay. Making sure.
Okay.
The thing that's really saving my booty cheeks is the fact that I have it's a +1 weapon and I have +5 to strength.
Alright, so is that the end of Keel's turn as he action surges and all sorts of stuff?
Yeah.
How much damage did I do there?
Did about like. Okay, so you did total of 16. Uh. Holy shit. Okay. 16 plus 12.
49 damage.
Godwin,
49
your
damage.
turn.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm
So
not useless. I'm
one
not.
second. Hey, Keel, make a dex save, real quick.
Okay, what are you casting, friend?
I'll tell you after you make the save.
Alrighty. Deck save.
Remember, you still have your physical abilities.
Okay,
So make sure you save when
21.
you can.
Yeah, you pass.
Okay, what was it?
Lightning bolt at 4th level.
Oh my.
Oh,
Okay, so you find a line where no one else but Keel's in it, and shred the ship as lightning arcs out, firing wildly.
Mayonnaise.
alright,
You
so
still take
in
half
that
Shit,
damage.
case.
I forgot
Oh, I
to.
take half damage though.
One sec.
Yeah.
Here, I'll just do this same RPG so I'm not being annoying.
After
Okay. While he's rolling, I want to describe how I hit um um uh the fork tongue over here.
Okay.
Okay, so the first attack comes from above. I hit him in the noggin with the inflict wounds. And then, with my second attack, I hit him with another head noggin hit. And then with my third attack, I hit him with another head noggin hit.
So you decided you're going to describe 4 headbutts in quick succession. Doop, 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 doop.
No, it wasn't headbutts. I was just swinging my sword directly into his skull 3 times.
Ah. Turning to
I can't
flat.
help. I can't help that home flash's skull is denser than a neutron star.
So you take 12 damage.
12 lightning damage.
Alright, Kiel, it is your turn.
Okay, so whose turn do I do first? Either do I do the ghost's turn or do I do my actual turn?
I would say, since you're the host, it would be your turn before the ghost.
Okay. So I'm going to use one of my special abilities from my other form, and I'm going to resist him.
Alright. As soon as you do so, the ghostly form, kind of with a confused shock, glances around as it is forced out of your body into the circle of people. As soon as it is forced out of your body, that's all you could do. That ends your turn. As soon as you use your first thing, your turn's over. But the ghost turn now is going to use an action to disengage and is going to... Wait, no. He's going to use an action to use Horrifying Visage. I want every one of you to make a wisdom saving throw, including Keel.
Natural 20.
Okay.
17.
Easy.
I really would have hoped that William would have failed
18.
this pretty bad. I was hoping it would be William that would have failed this.
Why?
Because you're already older than you should be by a little bit.
No way! It was gonna age us.
If you fail by 5 or more on the check, you age a D4 plus 10. No, a D4 times 10 years. Up
Bro.
to 40 years. I was really hoping William would have been the one to save or to fail because it would be so funny.
Wait. Chase, what did you roll, friend? Oh no.
Okay, I'm gonna roll the d4 now.
What would you roll, Chase?
2.
Ah, okay then.
Oh,
I'm gonna tell you how
no.
much you age, and you
Oh,
are
no.
horrified of this creature. As
Chase, how old is BL?
all right, guys, I'm gonna send y'all just to the chat what I rolled.
Oh no! Please don't tell me it was a 4.
Actually, I'm not even gonna bother freaking sending the chat. Yeah, it was a 4. Biel,
40?
you horrified of this creature, fall back, but your voice is not your own. Instead of screaming in the typical Biel voice, you scream "Ah!" as you fall backwards. Now a 60-year-old at least man.
How old are you? Hey, how old was BL before that?
BL is now 62 years old.
62
Oh my God.
as Biel falls backward. Ah! The ghost then can do nothing more.
I can't. I just.
You can get it fixed. It's not permanent if you get it fixed quickly, at least. The ghost
God.
turn ends, and it's trapped here. It is a ghost. It's not that strong. physically
I'm
could
gonna
not
use
survive a round of
I'm gonna use
attacks.
every bit of psychic power in my body to make this thing feel 9 times of hell.
Yeah. You like flush its mind with horrifying images. The party, at this point, it's no longer surprising you. You're just gutting this ghostly creature with every magical weapon you have, all your abilities. There's nothing it can do to physically survive more than like 3 attacks. It is so weak compared to you. Your party decimates this ghost after it taking over BL and not taking over BL, taking over Keel and aging BL 40 years. You're now standing in this cavern yet again in this obviously haunted ship. As when it dissipates, you just hear a chuckle. And that's it. The ghost dissipating into a thin mist. You're now just in this cavern and this haunted ship. Nothing of here seems to be any valuable. Most of the crates seem to actually be empty. But now BL's 40 years older. What are you guys doing? Quickly.
Kill, like in a fit of a rage, like he's out of it and very, very wounded. He kind of just like rubs his head for a second, looking around, and sees sees Biel is like, what just happened? Why are you old? I cannot fight you when you're this old. It's not even fair at this point. We need to fix this, at least somewhat, because I want a rematch, Biel, and I'm not letting you die this easily.
Dumbass.
No, he wasn't old
Kinda just said-
before. What are you
You kind
talking
of
about?
said that right in front of everyone.
Keel just shakes his head and just like tries to think for a second. Right. Okay. So now that Biel's 60, what do we do?
Okay, now that I'm 60, can I get a +2 to wisdom?
Hopefully, you won't stay 60 for long. If you guys go quickly, you won't stay
I'm back.
60 for long.
I'm back. So what happened?
I'm 62 years old, and I'm going to cause violence.
Yo, you are so sad. You have one arm and you're 60. Is your back okay? Do you need it? Like, do you need like a thing to walk on? Do you have like more wisdom or something? Can you see well?
Uh,
Oh no, no, you're
no,
actually useless now.
you guys don't even see a 60-year-old person. You see a 60-year-old bear.
Yeah.
Dude, you're actually useless now. You are one-armed, blind, almost deafened, 60-year-old man. Oh. Can you even walk straight?
Okay. All right. This is certainly a conundrum.
I
And
know
by the
how
way,
I feel.
by the way, do that chuckle I heard? I'm gonna look around to see if I can figure where that came from.
You look around and you see. You have true sight, right?
We have figured this out, Trent. I don't think dragons get that.
I'm pretty certain adult dragons. I'm gonna look it up real quick though. But I'm solidly sure adult dragons get true sight.
I thought that was ancient dragons.
Keel, bro, you fucked me up. Like, no, seriously, you hit me so I am like within an inch of my life right now. I only have 18 health.
Yeah.
Okay, I did
Yeah, like,
I did
while you're looking
49
around,
damage.
while you're looking around, you see like I almost called myself Crotero. Trent, you're rubbing off on. Uh, you see Godwin is like kind of down on a knee, and you notice that his chest is like open, and he's like trying to hold a part of his chest closed.
What? Wait, see it? Oh,
Yeah, like you see a triangular, like a cut in his chest. Like it goes from from his bottom jaw down his neck into like the end of his rib cage.
I also want
Matt,
specifically. Actually, no. It could be any of you. I want one of you to make a perception check, or one with advantage, or two make perception checks. Specifically,
I'll make one.
it has to be no. You can't. You're Keel.
Oh.
Has to be BL, Godwin, or no, not Godwin. God dang, BL and William. They're the only ones that actually can do this. I don't know why I said any of you. BL and William. One of you choose advantage, or what? Just straight roll.
let's just do it each one roll, I guess.
Wait, what's the roll for?
Just
So Chase
perception.
has a -2 wisdom.
Chase, what's your
Yeah.
perception? It's
I'm just
probably
gonna give
worse.
you. I'm gonna give you advantage.
Yeah, you're old. You probably can't see well.
His eyes. His eyes.
Okay, the higher one's a 19, so a 24.
24. As you see Godwin pull open his shirt with his triangular, like freaking cookie cutter hole in his chest, you also notice on one of the flabs a strange marking, as if something really small and really sharp has been stabbed into him multiple times over the course of one of his flabs that are visible, which he covers up pretty quickly afterwards.
Wait, so something was stabbing him constantly, or he is
It
getting
looks as if something really tiny and really sharp was stabbed into him several times on a specific part of his body. The rest of, like, the part he's showing you doesn't look that way, but like on the right side, like under the arm, like under armpit and below the side of his body, looks as if it was stabbed for a second, and then he like pulls the cloak back over it as he reveals the cut in his chest.
Godwin, what was that on your left side?
And as you question him, Godwin kind of like turns himself and covers himself with his cape. Get away from me!
No, it's okay. Look, I have the same problem, and I open up, and where my heart is, you see a black void where it looks like I stabbed him before, and you just see like a cold mist come through. I know how you feel. Like, may I know what happened?
No, you may not. And he does turn towards you again, and you can see into the hole, and you see teeth inside the hole, big sharp teeth, and
What,
he presses the hole closed.
Godwin? I think that's a. Are you sure you want to talk about the teeth? Or, is it alive?
It is none of your business.
Sorry, I understand. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
I just DM'd you.
Alright.
Okay, yeah, I think yours is a little bit more creepy and fucked up than mine is.
You have not DM'd me. Oh, you mean on Discord.
Yeah, sorry.
Does it hurt you? Godwin.
I am in constant pain from either that or my rotting flesh.
I only feel pain in the chest. So I kinda understand. But I don't really.
As you two are talking, Godwin he takes out a bone needle from his pouch and begins stitching the hole closed where it ripped open from Keel's attack.
Is that a side effect of your, like, your undead stuff, necrotic stuff.
I, I cannot tell you. Not now. Maybe not ever. But maybe one day, friend.
Are you stitching it? And if you're stitching it up, does that? Are you stitching up the? Wait, are you stitching up like the mouth, or are you stitching up the hole you got cut in?
Like, okay, so here, one second. I'll turn my camera back on. This is stitched open. It goes from his jaw, and it comes down around, and it's like a below this is like a mouth, a gaping mouth in his chest.
Ah, is he stitching
And
that
so,
up, or is he stitching
yeah,
up the cut
yeah,
he's got?
he's stitching it closed because where Keel hit him, it knocked the stitches loose.
That's cool. This man freaking
I just
unrolls.
um, I'm sorry, my friend. Hey, is that a thing? Is it curable or?
I do not believe so. It is a part of me as much as I am a part of it.
I won't keep trying to talk about it. It's up to you and everyone to. As long as it's not gonna try to. Does it? Okay, I will ask something. Is it trying to kill you?
No, me.
Us?
Anything that gets near it.
Oh, um,
That's why I keep it away, hidden. Now, enough about this. And he turns away and begins limping away to the exit.
should we be checking the red place first, or should we try to fix BL?
I'm getting off the ship.
Oh, I'm gonna go to that red little glowing thing, Trent.
You're gonna dive in the water and head to the underwater cave.
Yeah.
Okay. You dive in the water, trusting in your ability to hold your breath. As you
It's
swim
okay.
in, you see a soft reddish light, and the reason you see this is like a lava lamp. You see what looks to be molten lava dripping out of the sides of this cavern, dripping up into the top and forming like solid rock up there, more or less forming a continuous new cave. But you also notice as soon as you get down there, a strong force like an underwater river. And you immediately feel the difference. While this is fresh water, the strong stream underwater is made of salt water. And so it forms a thick brine that is around you. You would have to actively swim aggressively against this to get into this cavern, as well as dodge the lava while doing so, as molten rock is floating up to the top of the cavern and being blown outwards to form a continuous cycle of erosion and geothermal buildup.
How far am I from the cavern?
If you wanted to get into the, well, it's not really a cavern, it's more like a tunnel that leads for a little bit. You don't actually see any cavern at the end yet, but you would have to swim, as far as you see, at least 120 feet, which would take you, with the strength of this current, maybe a minute or two.
I'll go back up and I'll go back to them and say, guys, I don't know how we can get down there. It is salt water mixed with lava and water and corrosion. But enough force through the water would let us in. Do you guys really want to take the chance?
I think we should probably head back. You guys did a very surprisingly amount of damage to me, and well, with whatever happening to Godwin is on very strange but important to him. And there's also the issue with Biel here.
Yo, what is that microphone, Willow? I know you're trying to say something. Why do you sound like a mind flayer trying to talk in common?
Oh my god.
What is
Oh
that?
boy. Oh boy.
She was just abducted by aliens. That's what just happened.
Probably. Yeah, honestly, I do agree. I do. Okay. I'm.
unless, unless you can fix
That
your
time.
microphone, you're
No,
sounding like a running river right now.
That time, Willow's mic didn't go off, so it was someone else that time.
No, I saw it go green. I don't know
Uh,
what that was. It came from your house, bro. Act like you
I
ain't
don't know,
Progress?
man.
haunted. Trying to lie to
um,
us?
I'm very concerned of what's down there. I really want to go through it because you know how I am, but I do agree. BL is literally 40 years older, and we do have the problem with the mouth. And we're all pretty heavily damaged. The majority of us, at least. I'm very curious.
We can always go back to it later. Right now, we just need to rest. Besides, we got our payments, at least part of it. So let's at least take that and let's leave. And then Keel's just gonna just like start walking back towards the entranceway.
You begin
I'm
doing
flipping a
so.
coin.
Well, wait,
Ding, ding.
I never did look for that person unless I can't.
You would need. You can look around, but the only way to see without some way to detect magic would be true sight. You would more or less need a way to
I mean,
detect something
could
that is
I?
either like directly invisible, like
I
beyond the mortal
have
realm, like ethereal vision kind of thing.
I have blind sense, blind sight if that helps.
Does it pierce into the ethereal though? And
Okay.
other than that, you would need to find the phylactery of the creature, which you have no way to detect what it is. And it could be anything. It could be a plank of wood inside the ship.
Guys, I'm flipping a coin. If it's heads, I'm going to the cavern.
Flip it on camera.
For real?
I'll come with you. I'll come with you if you go to the cavern.
By the
Really?
way, Ethan or
Yeah.
Eden, you did see my message, right?
One sec.
Fuck it.
I was just explaining why I jumped that on you for a little bit. It's kind of just an unintrusive. They might recognize it if they pay enough attention to the other times they've seen similar things.
Hey. That's heads.
All right, you're going in the cavern, right?
So, not William, the character is curious. Damien is very curious. So he's making William do this. Eden, are you joining me?
Yeah, I'll join you.
Alright, Eden, how about we do this so we don't burn ourselves? Do you have another third level spell slot? Or fourth level spell slot?
Yes, I do.
Let's dimension door in there so we don't burn ourselves in lava.
Hey, if we can get a short rest real quick, I can arcane recovery and get all my fourth levels back. So just in case we need another dimension door.
Are you sure you want to rest here when a
Yeah.
BL is waiting to slowly solidify in his permanent age?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
we
that's
need
true.
to
That's true.
help
Let's get through this.
So
Alright,
you
yeah,
guys are
let's
going to
do
be
that, Damien.
above water, teleporting to the edge of the cavern.
We're gonna go into the water, and where you say it was 120 of pushing through, we're just gonna teleport in.
How are you going to breathe after doing so?
What do you mean?
The dimension door is verbal, correct?
It is only verbal, I believe.
Then you're using
Yes.
your air while you're underwater
Okay,
to
fine.
teleport. You will be
we can-
drowning immediately.
We
Hey,
can do it.
we could do it later.
So we can teleport in there without having to swim.
What do you mean? You can teleport to the edge, but that wouldn't really help you all that much. If I were you, I would save my teleport till I'm about to suffocate and I don't know where I'm getting out. So I'm just going to go down to a pathway and hope for the best. That's where I would save mine for. Last seconds of breath kind of thing.
You gonna do that, Godwin?
Yep, sure.
All right.
All
We're
right.
gonna push through the water.
You guys begin to swim aggressively against the current. Uh, make a Constitution or Dexterity. Well, Constitution or Dexterity save. Yeah.
Mine are the exact same, I believe.
Same.
Yeah. Matter 21.
Here we go. Let's hope I don't
Let's hope you don't
biff this.
freaking boil alive immediately.
Come on, Eden.
It is a 19.
You're good. You
Yeah, we're good.
guys are skillful enough and or tough enough to push your way without getting too harshly burnt. You swim aggressively until you get to the bend where you can no longer see. And you see this current continues on for another 20 or so feet around this bend, and then further on, but you also see a pocket of air that you can't see what's above it because of how dense and how dense with chemical this water is. Seemingly stuff you don't want to really breathe in, like sulfur and stuff like that in the water. You can quickly swim. You can either continue on and go closer to the heart of this underwater stream, or you can go up into this air pocket that may lead into an actual cavern on the inside.
I say we go to the air pocket. If
Yeah,
anything,
breath at
just to
least.
regain our breath.
Yeah.
You swim to the air pocket quickly, leaning up to catch your breath. Inside, you immediately recognize, oh, this is not that good of a thing. Because you hear gurgly voices. You see a fin of a fish-like humanoid quickly diving back under the water. They seem to be in the midst of either trying to break someone free or something, because what you guys saw in that quick movement was two fish-like creatures, both of them humanoid but short, one of them with its head stuck in what looks like a weird rock formation, and the other one with a chisel and pickaxe or hammer trying to chip its head out of this rock-like formation. Seemingly, one was stupid and got stuck and was probably the child of the other one, though they're very close in size, so it's hard to tell. And they're trying to break
Wait,
the
so
kid free.
is it dark in here?
Almost, yeah, it's pitch. There's no light. These things are working in darkness, trying to free the head of the trapped one. That looks to be slightly
Okay,
younger.
I have dark vision, so
Yeah, we do.
I mean, you can
should we
engage
help
these
these
two
guys?
guys if you want, or you could help them.
Yeah, I'm
Let's
gonna
help
try to
them.
help him.
I'll help with it.
You pull up out of the water, and as soon as you do, the fish-like creature pulls a huge, a makeshift rusted trident out and points it at you, lifting up a broken as garbage wooden shield, and just spits in a guttural language. Do any of you speak primordial?
Yes.
All right. You hear them calling out in what sounds like gibberish, but you understand is likely a water type primordial. And they just call out, "Go away! Get out! I save kid! Get out! I save him! You leave! Or I kill!"
We can't talk in the water, can? Oh wait, are
Well,
we
you're
in the
out
air
of the water. There's no water in this cavern. You guys stepped out of this water pool to go help these people.
As speaking primordial, we want to try to help him get out. We want to help you. We want to help you get him out.
You're not miners. You're not fish. Don't trust you.
How could we make you trust us? We just want to help.
He narrows his head. Or narrows his eyes, not his head. You make me trust you by giving me food. Give food. Then I'll let you help.
I do have a little bit of extra food on me. I
Give.
believe
Hand over.
I give him one of my last bit of rations.
As you do, make a persuasion check to try and convince this guy not to just try and steal more of your food.
Hopefully, I finally get a good persuasion as William for once in my life. God. 14 plus 8 is 22.
Yeah. He takes the food and just goes, "Fine, I trust you," and puts it in a small waterlogged backpack.
I saw
You help
14.
him break out.
I thought that was gonna be a bad roll because it went like this, and then it was like that. I'm like, no, okay, good. I was so scared. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna help get him. I'll tell Eden that we are. I'll tell Godwin that we're allowed out.
All right, how are you helping this younger one break out of the rock that it's got its head stuck in?
I will make my thing a pickaxe and try to break the rock.
You do, and begin chipping with far more strength than the relatively short fish humanoid could possibly muster. I want you to make a athletics check as you hammer away with your pickaxe as quickly as you can.
Does Keel hear the
17.
Does Keel hear the banging?
There's water, like a 120 foot of at least minimum solid rock and water separating, so I doubt it.
17
Okay.
athletics.
17. You slam your pickaxe with both hands a few times, and you see the adult fish creature kind of like wince a few times every time you get close to like freaking crushing the boy's head. But you, with your precision, manage to open up enough of a space where this thin mucus membrane that is formed in here helps it slip out, and it just goes at you, kind of like in a weird, terrifying cheer for joy. And the adult goes, "Good, good, good. Now leave. Now go."
We were going by. We were gonna go to the place.
I have no idea what you just said, Damien.
How big is this cat?
This is a relatively small one, but it connects to other ones. This little cavern may be 20 foot by 10 foot. It's like 20 foot wide, 10 foot in total from the water pool to the edge of the door, and maybe 8 foot tall.
No worries. We were just heading through. We were gonna go through the rest of these,
Head in there, you
caverns.
die. Go back in that water, and you die. Water
We're not
come
going.
from plane. Rift, hole, water come out, it kill you.
We're going through the rest of those caverns. You see, it's connected.
Oh, are you pointing to the ones that are behind the man?
Yeah, the ones that are connected to this one. Yeah, I was like, I
No, head
promise.
that way. We kill you. Go there, we kill you. And he points to the one to his right.
That so the one to the right kills us, but what about the other ones?
Points to water. Rift kill you. One to his back right. We kill you. Back left. It kill you.
What's it?
Water man. Best I can describe it.
Water man.
Water
Water-
man. He's a man made of
water
water.
man. So you're telling me any way I go, I die?
Yes. Yeah. Unlucky.
Godwin, this man is telling me that any direction we go, even back, we will be dead.
No, not well. Continue further down the route you were taking. You were swimming upstream. That kill you. Downstream, lava kill you. But you survived lava to come upstream, so lava won't kill you.
Godwin, where do you want to go?
I say we go back. I am not in any state for battle at the moment, so I would only be a handicap to you.
Do you guys need money?
Kind of like puts his head to the side. Maybe.
I will give you the much as I can. I hand out the 5 extra copper I have left.
They take it and just kind of like hold it up to their large eyes on the side of their head. Okay.
See you around, I guess. I don't know. What's your name?
It utters the most unpronounceable gurgles and clicks, and it sounds like he's trying to replicate the waterfall outside with how it sounds. A normal waterfall crashes. The upside down waterfall more gurgles and sucks, and that's the kind of sound he makes. It's a weird gurgling, sucking, clicking sound. It's utterly unpronounceable for a human tongue.
I'll go. Well, it was glad to meet, and I do the exact kind of gurgling, weird crashing sound. with the primordial. And like, uh, stay safe. I guess we're gonna try to head back.
Go downstream. Downstream, lava kill you, but you survive lava. Yes.
We did survive the lava to get here. Yes.
Okay. Come along. And it hugs the smaller one over its shoulder and makes its way back to the cavern where it said if you go down it, then they'll kill you. Likely heading back to a nest of sorts. Bro, why do
Godwin,
I
I
hear
think
like demonic whispering?
that's from
I have
Sean's
no clue.
mic.
Probably. Sorry.
Godwin, I think we just had the weirdest day ever.
So, are you heading back to the group?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want you to
Yeah.
make another Constitution or Dexterity save as you pass through the lava again.
Ow.
Ah,
Well, actually, no. Technically, you guys could have just. Never mind.
We're not gonna continue on.
I have a 9.
9 total?
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Okay. Damien, you're fine. Godwin, you're not. As oh, that's cocked. That's cocked again. God dang, I better roll this on a flatter surface. You take 9 points of fire damage as you swim by, a globule of fire floats directly through the hole in your chest and burns you from the inside until it cools off using the water surrounding you enough.
Oh, horrible heartburn, bro.
Yeah, basically you got an extreme heartburn to the point where it nearly killed you, and you swim back to the group and tear out the chunk of molten lava that has solidified on the inside of your spinal cord. And you find your way back to the cavern with the odd ship to the rest of the group still standing there.
Yeah, no, don't go down there. It's pretty weird. He's burned. We should leave.
All right, let's
We-
get
we met
going
a-
and
We met a guy named, and I make the weird gurgle sounds.
I'm
He,
even going to.
he's pretty awkward and shy. He very frantic. I think it's big. There was several rooms, but he said any room would kill us by either they kill us in 2 rooms. One room is a waterman, and one was lava. So we just went back.
And they also mentioned something about a rift.
It
I'll
did-
have to bring this up to Caleb when we return.
Yes.
All right, but in any case, we probably should be start heading back.
Indeed.
You see the wrinkles on Biel's face by the time you return look a little bit deeper and like they're a little bit more solid. Not like a normal old man's face. They look slightly more like they're natural and still look mostly like illusion. By the time you walk your way back, it is midnight, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. You find your way back across the volcano, walking down the structured, like almost magically created ramp down the backside of it. Probably 3 a.m. before you return to the village. Everyone's asleep. The village is almost empty, except for at the Bora Bar, as it was referred to earlier by Jester. There seems to be one of the barkeeps awake and at least 4 patrons, one of them including Caleb, and the other including Ford.
We need help. We need help.
Ford
Yeah.
looks over. So does Caleb.
I was probably like limping in at this point.
Yeah, you guys like limp over, and Ford stands up and just goes, "My the gods, we didn't know where you wandered off to." And his British accent.
We was doing Jester's little map pirate thing, and we finished it. But then we fought a ghost, and now BL's 62 years old. We need to fix that. How do we fix that?
I don't know. And they like rummage through a bag that they can like put their entire arm into before rolling out a piece of paper and just goes, "Well, don't really want to wake up Jester, and I have plenty of these remaining. Stand away from BL for a moment. He will likely experience severe burning pain." And he begins to open a scroll and read it off. Caleb, however, stands up and just kind of looks over at, kind of just like studies each of you for a moment, and then settles on looking at Godwin, confused. I'm going to roll to see if Ford is able to cast Greater Restoration using this scroll. He is, surprisingly. With a really low
Let's
intelligence,
go.
technically.
Let's go, Bill. Bill's
he,
not dead.
he casts Greater Restoration, the spell scroll catching fire and burning away. But Biel, you feel as if every part of your body is like beyond a normal young person's body. Any flab that shouldn't be there, you feel searing pain, as if it's being burnt away. And it is being burnt away. Quite literally, as you guys see radiant fires lighting up all around his body before he shrinks back into his 22-year-old self. Surprised that
Ow.
worked.
Just
Best I can do, man. Best I can do.
Wait, how old do I look now?
The
22.
original age. Whatever it
Okay.
was.
Now
Lucky you
I'm
got back
to
in
being.
time. That's pretty permanent.
Well, now I'm the only one that's magically aged.
How long ago? I
Probably
could
a good
probably
thing.
fix that as well.
It's been several months, almost like 8 months, I believe.
Never mind.
Translate correct?
Yeah, probably about that.
Yeah. One day we saw this weird statue thing. I stepped on a pedestal. I gave a question. It aged me like 4 years.
He like cocks his head at that and just goes, "Was it opalescent white, marble, every goodly race?"
Yes. Do you know it?
My jester also ran into the same thing.
I asked if my dad was alive. If he was trapped.
As far as I recall, I believe she asked for an entrance to Aor.
Oh.
Is your dad alive?
Yes. He's also trapped.
I believe I understand what you're fighting for now. I'll confirm it later, but for now, I think that's what I'll work on. Caleb. And then Caleb just like nods, just goes, "No need to say," in his German accent that I can't do, and begins to walk away, likely to do some arcane ritual. Where Ford looks back at you guys and just goes, "Well, I guess it's time to go to bed. I was hoping you would return. Now I'm able to rest, knowing that you're at least reasonably safe. Follow me to the tavern if you'd like. It's fairly new, but it still works."
Yeah, I want to. I keep almost saying Totoro. Godwin, Godwin, like kind of chases after him, and would I have to make a check to discern if that rift is to one of the elemental planes?
You didn't see it, so you would have no way to really determine that other than the word of a fish.
Yeah, but that's my suspicion.
Are you going to ask Caleb, or are you just going to try and figure it out yourself?
Yeah, I want to talk to Caleb about it.
Okay, you chase after Caleb as Ford begins to meander back toward the tavern, I'm assuming with the rest somewhat in tow. You, however, catch up to him and he spins around. Just goes, "Yes."
While we were doing our thing, me and William stumbled upon a fish person and a son who managed to get his head stuck in some rock, and me and William managed to help the son get out, and this fish person gave us information on the cabin we were in, and he said something about a rift, and
Was it
we had
to the Astral Sea?
excuse me.
Did he say it was to the
Astral
Astral Sea?
Sea.
Did he say there was any sort of crab creature there?
No, he did say something about a waterman, though.
Okay. Yeah, we know about that one. It supplies most of the island with the water it has. There isn't a whole lot of rain here, and that water rift supplies salt water that gets filtered through the seagrasses that are underwater in those caverns. That's of no direct worry unless you get too close or unless it's expanding. Was there any mention of any sort of dangerous creatures connected to the rift? If so, maybe it's expanding, but it's been there for, as far as we know, forever.
No, I do not believe it mentioned any more dangerous creatures other than the waterman who was said to be able to kill us.
He puts his head in his hand, just goes, so there was no dangerous creatures, except for the creature made of water that was told that it would kill you. Sounds pretty dangerous.
Well, I am working off of a translation at the moment.
Fair enough. I will cast some spells and talk to Jester to do so in the morning. If there is such a water creature and the rift is expanding, I may have Ford, and to be honest myself, pay you to try and shrink it. The rift, that is. Put it back in control. It's dangerous to let such a thing roam free, and if my suspicions are true and the rift is expanding, it could lead to another catastrophe on this island, which is already known enough. So, get some rest, I guess. Oh, and he casts something and hands you seemingly just a summoned apple for no apparent reason. Get good rest. Wouldn't want to see a fellow die so early.
Oh. Well, I appreciate this sentiment since I am not far from it. So, yes, good night. And I'm gonna go back to my other fellows.
You walk your way back to there, where Ford leads you guys to the outside of a mostly like wooden tavern. Next to no stone protrudes on any sides, and the entire tavern doesn't even have a name on it. It just seems to be a finely crafted, intricate set of runes more than anything for a name. And that name isn't even portrayed like, look at the name, guys. It's more just built into the structure's front. The obviously elvish designs, more or less, make the thing both extremely sturdy and extremely elegant for just having wood. And you can't imagine a structure like this lasting more than a decade in a place like the Empire, or even less in something as volatile as a menagerie. This is obviously a structure that is very old, yet very well taken care of, well, very, very, very intricate, and obviously some sort of town location. This is like the centerpiece that people have been maintaining and working on for years. You head inside and see that the tables are even part of the floor. And you get the sense that this isn't just a tavern. This entire tavern is likely constructed from one massive tree that has been carved out and felled. The only thing that are separated from the actual structure itself and is more than a solid chunk of wood are the chairs and the drinks that the barkeep is serving. The barkeep is a mostly nondescript fellow, just seemingly whoever's working there that night, as you've already seen multiple people enter the tavern as dressed as the same outfit he is, which seemingly is kind of just a weird greenish gray. Not monkish, like in the Beaurebar, but more just like a weird kind of druidy fellow. The G outfit, at least. Not particularly the man. But unless you have anything more to do, the rooms are paid for by Ford and Co. And you guys can get a well-deserved night's rest.
Damn right.
Thank
Yes.
God, finally.
So you guys
Yeah,
are saying...
I'm gonna go to the bar and get as drunk as I possibly can, and pretty probably fall asleep at the bar.
Same.
You guys just chug some alcohol, eventually falling asleep.
Is Ford still awake at this point?
Ford is heading up to his room. You can catch him on the way, but he is about to go to bed. He was waiting for
I
you guys to return before allowing himself to rest.
I will walk up, try to get to him, and say, Ford, wait for a minute.
Turns around on the staircase. Yeah,
What do you, what did you mean by what I'm fighting for?
your father, right? He's
Yeah, but you've
the
been.
purpose of your whole adventure.
Oh yes, that is correct. But you've been like weird. You've said you've recognized my ability. You said like you were gonna confirm something in the morning.
You said you've read Jester's books, yes?
Yeah, I read about the Mighty Nine.
Some things
I
were
read.
exaggerated, some things weren't. There was a moment, which you likely recognized, where she said, I switched my voice around. I'm good with accents. I'm also good with people. Now, more than before. Still was pretty okay with them before. But I know that I made something very similar to you. I was something very similar to you, and I had the same motivations, except not necessarily for any parental figure other than Vandrin. I know where you are, and that's why I'm taking you on this journey. I want you to see that there's more power than just what you're working for. There's more to your abilities and what you can do with them than just being more powerful, than just saving the ones you love, but the loved ones of others as well. And you can use it for good, which you were a criminal when I let you board my ship. So, kind of expect that you weren't using it for good, at least originally.
I've At first I was trying to get power. Whenever I first gained it, uh, I never accepted this just for nothing. I accepted it when I died, and I showed the hole in the chest.
Me as well.
Uh, long time ago, my dad left, fought in a war. He never showed up ever again. I always, I always told my mom that he had to be alive. Several years went by, and I met the wrong people, got into a little criminal act, murder for money. And if I didn't do that, I'd fail. Like I would be killed. And so that's pretty much what happened. And I saw my dad again. And he said he would give me power if I could, because he was trapped. And as long as I took his power, I could get him back. I'm not doing it just for me or to save my dad. I'm doing it for my family, my mom. But I've been getting really sidetracked, doing horrible things. I just don't know how to control myself.
Do you know the next step in your journey? Has whatever you call this being revealed that to you?
My mind's been very clouded. I really much don't know what's going on next. I just know, since you know everything already, every few nights I get a dream, a vision of the rudest moon. Ever since screw it, I'm just gonna be open to you. For some reason, it feels like you're the one I can trust more than my own team, because I feel like they would do something. I opened up the the gate to all the gods. I thought that would free my dad. Very much didn't. And now I found out what's trapping my father. It's Rudis. It's the whatever that god's name for the moon. Uh,
That is not Ruidus.
I don't know what it was called.
Your
I don't.
your visions are not of Ruidus. Your visions are likely. It's likely
Moon.
you likely focus on Ruidus, believing that is the threat. And your patron, whatever it may be, likely focuses on Ruidus more than Catha. But the Moonweaver is Catha more than Ruidus. Have you ever thought that while you're having your dreams and you're staring at Ruidus, that you've been seeing Catha out of the corner of your eye the entire time? And the Moonweaver is not necessarily an evil god. Jester would say otherwise, for hurting her beloved. But they are not technically evil, and they seem benevolent for the most part. Unless there's something you know that I don't know if it's a smart move to firstly try and fight a god, and secondly try and fight one known as benevolent.
What do you think I should do? I just want my father back.
There's nothing
All
you
of
can
him.
do to bring back dead people. There is,
Not dead.
if you're quick. They're lost. They may not be dead, but they are lost. And you have to be quick to save them. As far as you know, it's been years. Yes? Years
Yeah.
and years. There's not much remaining chance. And if a god is holding them at bay, and the gods haven't even walked Exandria, you broke the chains, and I felt that you broke the chains. The Wild Mother told me that there was now capability, and even sent down one of her champions. But there's good reason they're not walking the world. The ones that can walk the world are, for the most part, benevolent. And so they refrain. If they're trying to keep others from walking the world, they're likely malevolent. And are being chained, as you described, or held back because of that. It is up to you what you do. I cannot stop you one way or the other. But know that if you take the next step, know that if you decide to fight the Moonweaver and you're successful, and force your father out, and whatever is contained with him out, there could be dire consequences for all, including your father and mother once they're dragged to the mortal world. I had a similar run-in with a creature that was my patron for a time. They broke free as someone forced my hand and killed Jester. Of course, she was revived, but they took the crystal that they needed, and the patron broke out. And I beat it. I banished it once more. If you think you can do the same, I still wouldn't try it. It was close, and I am, no offense, multitude stronger than just physical capabilities. Good luck. As you stand there, just kind of staring at him. And he continues walking up the staircase, more or less leaving you with that wisdom to stew on it to your own reasons.
William will look back at Godwin and BL having fun or drinking. Give like a smile at them while he like as a tear drops down to his down his face, and he'll just go to his room.
As you all take the night's rest, all of you exhausted from the day's journey, especially Godwin, your night comes to a close with a relatively peaceful sleep, other than the rowdy noise in the background. The only thing that keeps one person awake for a short period of time is the moon shining through the window, directly through curtains that he is forced to close to avoid the light. And that is where we're going to end this night's session.
Yay.
So maybe I changed William's mind. Who knows?